Here now again. Did you miss us?
Did you miss us?
This is the question
I
of
would
the day.
hope so. I'm gonna put a thing here.
We do this now.
Oh.
Back
up.
So,
Okay, so the game decided, because I fixed the shadows, that it was not gonna run at a frame rate anymore.
game said all hail Shadow.
Yeah.
Heroes rise again. Dun dun dun. And that was the end of it.
It's
so
true.
you know what? We will have
I can
shadows.
actually put
We will
the
have
bit back
all
up
shadows.
again. Wow, isn't that crazy? I can put the bit right back to where it was.
All right.
Because that wasn't the issue.
All right, cool. Now we have more bitrate. Good job, team.
Now we have more bitrate.
We did it.
Good job for us.
We've accomplished
Go
our
job
goals
us.
today. I feel like we've done something good. We've all made true, real progress in our lives and in our dream.
It's true.
Yeah. So
we just have to deal with dumb-looking shadows that kind of kill you.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? As long as the game functions.
I guess it's worth the frame rate.
So last time we got here, and then we died by getting hit by subway. So that was cool.
The last 2 times, in fact.
Yeah, 2 times.
We've had a poor track record, I guess you could say. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
It was pretty sick.
I actually didn't until you pointed it out.
I know you didn't. Because it was... Oh, that's why I point out, because I'm like, I can always tell this is one that is not going to, like, no one is going to think of this to be like, I was making a joke. I'm insecure. I'm self-insecure.
Get on the ground! Fuck.
I have an incurable disease.
He's still alive. Still alive. Oh my god, why do they have so much health?
Because they're dogs.
You're right.
Yeah. You should stop killing them.
I just realized the game is super loud. Because... There we go.
Sorry, people.
Sorry about that. Yeah, the game window just refuses to keep the same name, so none of my settings can be saved ever. And it's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How just OBS is like, yeah, no, this doesn't exist. Every 5 seconds.
Yeah. You think one of the 2 programs would be like, what if we added a helpful feature? Like, especially on the emulator side, the frame rate isn't important to know. Like, in that, like, it should be something you can have it as an option.
The thing is, I've seen emulators that instead of having it in, like, the top bar, they just put it in the corner of the screen.
That's how, like, things, like Steam does that. That's how most normal things do that. When you do it up there, like, it's like, even it's still, like, normally at least it's an option. Yeah. Some toggleable. This is like, yeah, sure, whatever, it'll be fine.
Wait, equip the gun? What?
Sure, yeah. Use it as a weapon. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, I'll be honest.
Oh. Press.
Oh.
Oh, you press R3 to reload your gun if you have it equipped?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Interesting.
It's locked, by the way.
Okay. At least that's good. Oh, we can't cross that!
The threshold?
We can't cross this threshold because they were gonna get run over by a train, even though there's clearly no oncoming train. Ow! What do you mean you fucking nicked me from down there, you bitch?
Don't down him. He's gonna try and bite you in the freaking leg. He's like that one dog you have that I don't trust. You just occasionally have over here. It's like your aunt's dog or something. He's here occasionally. He doesn't trust or like me.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell he's an ankle biter.
He's an ankle nibbler. He doesn't really bite that hard.
See?
No, but like, even for people he likes, he'll be like, "Ah, yes, hello, let me nibble you." Ew, affectionately. And it's funny.
Cross by a bridge, you gotta pay the ankle toll. And he bites the ankle. Nevertheless, how we doing?
Doing good.
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm actually fucking pissed.
You went on a huge rant, and it made me think about some... It's very interesting, because the thing, you got upset because, like, Google did this thing where, like, you don't have the easy switch between accounts. You have to like open sort of a new window, like set of windows type of thing to switch between accounts. There's multiple like emails, stuff like that. You know, that, this and that. For me, this is something that just happened to Ivy like in the last 2 days or 2 weeks or something like that.
Literally 2 days. Literally 2 days ago is when this happened.
It's been like that for like several months, if not a year for me. At this point, it has been like functioning like that. So like, that's very strange. Like just the way that like technology just is, where sometimes like an update thing will happen and it'll just be like, oh, what the fuck? When did this happen? This is annoying and I hate this. And then sometimes it'll just be like, okay, the update I guess undid itself maybe or something like that. And okay, nope, the update's back again.
I mean,
and
I don't
just be
update
like,
Chrome very regularly because I have my tabs open like 24/7. And I only restart my computer when it's being a stupid little bitch like it is today.
yo,
Yeah.
yo.
Use
But
this
yes.
for kind of right now.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
But yeah, but like it's just strange. It's like that's been a thing for me for probably like a year at this point. But it's only just started being a thing for you. Like,
and like
strange.
it asked me to do like there's an okay checkbox or something that was like it kept popping up and it was like okay I'll click okay so it goes away and then it just fucked up the settings and it was like dude what the shit stop put it back.
Like it's one of those things that's just very annoying because like computers are something that's modular and like you think that like it'd be more like settings and options would just be like the standard and like just the to-do route.
No,
when it comes to computer type stuff.
No, instead every fucking company in the world has to go the route of Apple and make everything like a non-option and just everything that they change is mandatory. You cannot know the length of a song when you go into iTunes anymore.
Yeah.
It's like why the fuck?
It's like why can't I like customize my phone in ways that I used to be able to? Why can't I like I have certain things I can customize on it that are new, that's kind of cool, but at the same time you've removed certain features and don't even give me the option to like it's not like taking this feature away and added anything.
No, it's just take the feature away and then you can't the feature is no longer there.
Like give me the choice to turn it on, to toggle it on or off. Like why is that so difficult? Like why not? I mean maybe having the option to have both, maybe there's a part of your phone that has to be able to store both options simultaneously or something. I don't know.
I'll be honest, I heard the ring of the
Who's
telephone
there?
and I was like, where's the scissor man? Oh fuck.
He's hiding behind like a plank of wood. Careful. You never know. He's a wily one, that coyote. One of these days, Scissor Man might just paint a frickin' like a tunnel with a road going into it. Expect you to run into it.
It's true.
You run into a wall. It's scary. But I don't know. It's very like because I mean like Apple's at least better than like Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo like, just doesn't even have fucking like anything.
Japan, I think in general, is just like this is the optimal way for this to be, for this, like, there's a bit of, I don't know, if, like, pride or, like, we know best in the, like, the designers and whatnot. Minmo. Growing strong and healthy. Minmo. Cat food's Minmo.
Minmo.
What a great ad. I want to get cat foods at Minmo now.
I want Minmo.
I want to buy cat foods at Minmo now. I
want to go to Minmo.
Yeah. No entry, one word.
Wait, is Minmo a Petco thing? Is that what that is?
It's a food, I guess it's a cat food store.
It's like a cat Petco.
That, or maybe it's like a cat food restaurant.
Minmo.
Product availability by and packing by. Availability, thank you, and packing, maybe that's Mew, I don't know.
I don't know, there's
some kind of Greek symbols.
Something going on there.
Well, good quality, good taste.
Good quality.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's annoying, and like, sometimes you'll get like a good program and it'll be like, oh my god, options that are too much that I don't even want to like think about some of these. I'm like, this is great. This is so fucking useful. Like, there's so many like things, programs people make that allow you to then like add options into things, like even into your computer, where it's like,
oh,
for some things like my Nvidia thing, it's like it's in the shape of almost a heart with a bolt and a nut. The nut is screwed on tight. I can't turn it with my hands.
We need a wrench.
You turn the bolt with your hands.
We need a
Crazy.
screwdriver or a wrench.
Yes.
One of the two.
But I don't know. It's just nice. Like, so the NVIDIA thing just won't work for some things. I'll just be like, well, okay, I have to now download a third-party program, and suddenly everything's great. It's just like, man, I love having these options, and I hate that I had to download a third-party program just to be able to have them function on my computer when I have a thing hard-coded in that's supposed to work and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Ah!
Oh, by the way, look out. There's a dog. I just thought I should probably warn you. If you ever wanted, we do have a pipe. So we only have limited bullets. And this is just dogs so far. It's not like Boogly Man.
There's no Booglemansters right now.
It might just be worth switching to pipe.
That's true.
Just so that we can serve ammo.
16, not a whole
16
lot.
in the pocket, and then however many in the gun itself.
Just 10 back. So,
Yeah.
there's only dogs currently.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you
By the way,
fucking
careful, there's a
asshole.
dog. I just thought I should probably warn you. Look out. Get him. Go for the heavies.
I'm trying. Oh my god.
There's more. There are more dogs.
I know.
They're plentiful.
Why do they take so much ammo to kill this thing? It's
I
just a dog.
don't know. I'll be honest. Well, I think it doesn't have the normal faults and failure points of a living thing, seeing as it doesn't even have like a head brain. Its head is just like a mouth. Like it's not like it has.
Oh my
like,
god!
the
I
standard
actually
things.
can't fucking damage them because they're just running past me and they're just doing drive-bys and I can't hit them. This is useless.
Well, this is how they used to be in the other game too. In 1, when you'd fight them, you just got to get their number down.
That's why we just ran away from that.
Yeah, and then also the survival horror. Conserve your health, conserve your ammo.
Man, I miss the first game.
I miss Red Dead Redemption. Yeah.
I miss Red Dead.
The first game.
I was gonna say
sweet.
Resident Evil, but then I was like, wait, this is time.
Gotcha.
I'm kind of done with this. I'm fine if you kill me. I'll be completely honest.
Just get it over with at some point. Mm-hmm.
We have made like jack shit in progress.
Okay,
This
the
looks
dogs
like
have
a way to
calmed
go.
down. The dogs have forgiven us. They're on to greener pastures.
We still dying?
Oh, also, we have
Kinda
jerky.
I keep forgetting that this is a thing.
We can use it from time to time.
Yeah.
It'll make the dogs eat. So that is something we have in our back pocket that let's not forget again about.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't need to wait. Oh, wow, look, is there a... Oh, it's like there's a garage sale going on. It was a stoop sale?
Yeah.
Ooh, how much are those?
Oh.
Come on, that kind of look... Okay, good.
The Nutcracker.
We could use one of those earlier. And I don't know what we're going to use it for right now. Do you want to break our pendant?
Anything over here? Ah, yes.
Maybe. Thinking like, what the heck
I'm
is
thinking
this
the
part of
Nutcracker
subway?
was used to open that thing. The gate that we found.
Oh, you break the boat.
But
I'll break the
definitely-
nut. Yeah, it's actually just called that, isn't it? There's trash blocking the path.
Yeah, I grabbed it. There's also a dead dude
health thing.
grabbing a path. He's also a
He's
treasure
grabbing a
chest.
path.
There! I knew there was another thing on the...
Handgun bullets.
I knew there was another thing on the table, but I couldn't grab it.
You try your hardest. You do your best. It's alright. It happens to the rest.
Yeah.
Now which way did we come from? Is the question
It
of
was just
the
around
day.
this corner. Oh, there.
Good. Out. Hello
Out of
there.
the way. Out of the way, sir.
Bye bye, doggy. You're my favorite customer. Now, how are you doing, Abby? How's your week been?
There's
What have you
a
been up to?
fucking... Oh, no. I thought there was like a health thing on the floor, but it was just that circle.
I thought we were
Right.
looking at Fruity Rouge.
Pretty
My brain at first thought it said Monstrosity, but it said Fruity Rouge, which is not even close. Alright. Let's destroy, I guess use item.
Let us commence the destruction.
I still don't remember any of the songs from the Nutcracker. From the Sugar Plum Fairies. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies.
Can't use that here.
I give up. Is it combine? No, there's nothing else to combine it with, is there? Just the pendant.
Oh, we were just facing the wrong way, I guess. That works.
I
you
used
didn't-
a nutcracker.
Ah,
Very introspective of you, main character. I forgot her name already.
she has a name. Sure. What if we just took the
Sheila.
names?
What do you want to do with them? Use them as like a whip, like.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
It would be cool.
Protect us from dogs.
It'd be an interesting choice, but I'd be down for it. I mean, I feel like the pipe might do more, but yeah, sure.
I feel like the pipe is not going to do anything because they never sit still.
If you tie something to the end of the chains, maybe. You could use it like a flail.
What about the pipe?
It's a little bit very dangerous. It's a little hard to control something like that. So, I mean, try it if you will.
Hence why
test
flails
your
aren't really a
mind.
thing.
Well, flails also... Well, flails are one thing. A flail that, instead of being like a ball, is a vertical pipe that goes like... that long, is definitely never been a thing of a flail. Never been a characteristic.
Wait, did we just get shotgun ammo and we don't have a shotgun?
I wasn't looking, so I don't...
Hold the fucking phone. If we missed a shotgun somewhere...
Well, here's the thing. There's like the first 2 floors of the subway that we sort of... Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Happy birthday!
That makes me feel better about myself.
I was thinking it might still be in here, but I was also thinking, we skipped like 2... We just ran through 2 floors of subway to get to the save thing. I was like looking for it. Wait it till you need it. Alright? Save it. Save it for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Not whilst it's bright sunshine.
I just feel like the gun has been completely power crept at this point because these bitches don't have any. They have a lot of health.
Yeah, it's true. That or maybe, again, it's a survival horror, maybe you're not supposed to, like, kill everything. Maybe you're supposed to be conservative and to have a, like...
The thing is, the other two...
policies.
The thing is with the, like, Resident Evil is definitely very much like that, where...
Resident Evil was a very conservative game, yeah.
Yeah, it was a very like conservative game where you had to like manage resources very well. But like all this, those 2 Silent Hill games we've played, like we haven't really come into a point where we were like out of ammo, really.
We sort of did in 1 because we missed a gun.
Because we missed a gun.
We missed a whole gun, so we were kind of like... We
That's
were like having
the
to
only
reload and die a
experience.
certain area, like several times to get from like out a door properly to just like survive from one spot to the next. Occasionally, like from the end of the pier back.
So yeah, Tom, I think we're supposed to do some shotgun.
I see no proof so far.
Okay. Good to know.
See? Look at you. You little wastrel trying to just spend all our hard
Ah! No more! Stop! Please.
God, it looks exactly the same like where we were.
No!
Oh god. This man's blocking bits of grime and gross.
No!
How are you gonna go back the way you came?
Fuck! I thought it was the same guy.
No.
But no, there's
He's not
just
that
a
fast.
million of them.
Not Usain Bolt. He's a man made of flesh. What's the difference? Not true. Man made of flesh bags is... We still don't have a map.
Yeah, I know. That's what,
Wait, are we back to where we started? Oh, wow.
We've not gone very far in any direction.
I'll be honest, I thought the guy blocking the stairs, this was a new path as a result. Fair enough. I guess we just went down and acquired shotgun. But at the same time, have we acquired any progression items?
We got the nutcracker, which cracked a nut.
Do we still have it, though? Because all that achieved us was a shotgun, which is not a progression item, I assume.
No, not at all. There's
Yeah.
a key somewhere that we need.
I'm thinking that was an optional thing. We could change the volume on the radio.
Yeah. You've always been able to do that, I think.
Possibly true. I mean, not just turn on, but turn the volume up.
Eco action.
True. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Sell me on it.
You sold yet?
No. Try again.
If anything, using a pipe is a weapon. Eco action. If you think about it.
It depends what pipe you're using.
I pressed X once there. I don't know what you're on about, Katie.
She has anger issues.
Yeah,
Um,
bit.
if you use a pipe to drive through under someone's house, and then pipe poison, that's
See
not a very
now,
eco weapon.
see now I'm just like I don't want to go in any
I
direction.
guess it is an
right
eco
now.
weapon. It's not eco friendly though.
Does it let me take the subway map yet?
No. We have to go to platform 9 and
What if we went
3/4.
up? What if there's something up? Yes.
I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised. It's always possible.
No booglies up here.
Not quite, yeah. It's nice and peaceful up here. So far.
So maybe it's not. Or I think we done.
Maybe. I feel like it won't take us too far from where we
I
came
think
up.
this might be the same floor that we were on. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
exact.
Different point of it.
I just really don't like not having a map for this. Like,
Well, maybe the map is on the upper earlier floor.
maybe.
I think it's possible. Let's give it a search again. We sort of like just rushed through this spot. Is it the game or is it real life? Now to play this game, is the sounds we're hearing from the game or just stuff that's happening in your house, in your abode? Can you go into the kiosk? Not the kiosk, but the toll booth. Is there like a door in there? The door changes sides. Oh no, wait, there's just a door on both sides. Never mind. See if you can pop in there, because maybe that's where a map would be. Lock's broken. Lock's broken. God damn it.
That was the newspaper.
Z. Not interesting at all.
Hmm.
Anthony?
Yeah, it's just like these
Information.
things.
Oh, there's a bathroom.
Ah, perfect.
Let's go pee-pee potty.
Fuck.
Nope, never mind.
Who would lock a public bathroom? That's cruelty
I don't know.
of some kind. I would assume.
Maybe a subway authority would do it. That's my guess. Doors are locked. Shame if they had a fire.
That's true.
Yeah. Having fun there?
Hmm.
With your shaky cam? Your found footage? Shaky cam? What is Blair Witch Project? Oh boy. This Godzilla's up above. It's Clover Airfield. Oh no, there's an earthquake.
Oh no.
Welcome to California. This is your first day.
Oh no.
There's earthquakes and then your life is a Dutch angle. Stop.
Okay.
No more earthquakes. Earthquake's bad. Earthquake may be like, ew. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, what is it? What is? No, nothing. Nothing is.
I don't think.
Why are there just plank of woods?
Like
What is that, or is that just some other kind of wall? Maybe it is. Oh, that's not woods. That's a cement
concrete wall of some kind that just exists.
with like a censored line on it. I don't freaking know why. Strange.
It looks like it once was a door to something, but now is no longer.
Well, it's good to know that, you know, some things do still change.
I know what it is.
I don't really care, so let's just go before I get upset. Why did you go for that job? I wouldn't expect it out of you, people. Let's go read the news again. I read the news today, oh boy. A fatal accident on the train. Well, wait, fourth man, I want to read that because it might tell us what train track to go jump into. About 11 p.m. on the 4th, the man waiting on a platform at Hazel Street Station fell onto the tracks and was decapitated by the arriving state train. Victim died instantly. It would have been pretty interesting if he didn't die instantly. He just was
Yeah.
like, whoa, I don't have a head. This is awesome.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Next one. While police have not yet determined whether death was an accident or suicide, witness reported that the victim did not look inebriated and seemed to jump off the platform deliberately. Go on. The victim's identity is still unknown. He is approximately 40 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall, was wearing a black jacket. Was 5 inches 5 foot 10 before or after he was decapitated, though?
That's a good question.
Come on, reporters. 4 months old. What's it doing here now? So, because there was a death on the track, the train is probably not going to come. So it's the Hazel Street station track, heading towards Renata College. So that's the track we want to go on and go that direction of to not get hit by a train. All right?
Okay.
Did you memorize all that?
So Hazel Street.
Hazel going to Renata.
Hazel going.
That is what we want to follow.
And have we gone down these stairs?
Couldn't tell you. Maybe not.
Well, there's Dunomancers.
I think we have. I think we haven't, but we know where it leads. I think there's probably gonna. Is that the save there?
No, I think we're on the other side.
Oh, we're on the other side. Yeah, save's on the other side. So, okay. 4 is St. Renata College. Yellow 4 is St. Renata College, Ivy.
Okay.
Which one is Hazel Street is still the question. Your dog likes to fucking bark a lot.
I am aware. I am very aware.
Hazel Street is
I don't think anyone is more aware.
Is morally justified.
Oh. Wait. Hazel Street.
Hazel Street is exit? Wait. So...
Something's not adding up.
Okay, wait. We're at Hazel Street. This whole station, this is the Hazel Street station, I guess. We need to go to red or yellow 4, which is... Because we were on the Bergen line, which is 3. Yellow 3. No, green 3. We need to go to yellow 4. Green 3, yellow 4. Let's get this straight, Tom. Which is Renata College, which is the one we want. St. Renata College. So we have to find the one that is red 4. Nope, yellow. Why is it so hard for me?
Yeah, Hazel Street. This is Hazel Street Station.
Yeah, this just the station is Hazel Street. So
Renata College and then Bergen. Wait.
Bergen is up, Bergen is down, Renata is up.
So is this way to Renata? Well,
I think that's what it means.
check the other side,
I think so.
Sure. Okay. These are not how these are normally arranged. That's why this is very confusing. Wait, that's the same texture.
No, it is flipped. Bergen is going up now.
Oh, okay.
Renata is going down. So either Renata is the one pointing down is behind you, or it means down the stairs. But it definitely means behind you because there's no going upwards in that scenario. So obviously,
so this is the way that we want to go.
I think this is the one where we have to jump into tracks. At 4 p.m. No, at 11 p.m. on the 4th. Just check what that signs. Oh,
what the fuck?
Yes.
What do you mean this was here?
Tom's good at video games.
We went down this way like 3 times.
No, I don't believe that for a second. I read this a long time ago, so I won't read it. Is it a phone booth? A phone book, sorry? It's nothing. It's a nothing little occult magazine. Seemed like a bunch of crap to me. It's not so bad if you just read it for fun, though. The souls of those who died suddenly by suicide or accident don't realize they're dead. Sometimes they even stay put and haunt that particular place. These spirits have lost their human senses and memories and can only keep replaying the pain and sadness of the moment they died. The pain they get so bad that they turn to humans for salvation, or they begrudge humans for their lives. At such times, they can possess humans. Places known as famous suicide spots or high accident areas are often to blame. You should be careful when approaching such locations, especially on the day or at the time the death occurred. That is, if you don't want it to happen to you.
Two.
So, here's the thing that I've thought about that I'm like, I don't think that makes any fucking sense. Ivy, how much do you know about psychic effects on the world? Like, the secret, like, chaos magic, aliens being a psychic phenomenon.
Not much, I don't think.
So there's a lot of belief that if you will it is possible. It will happen. That is just, chaos magic at its core.
Wait a minute. Did we go down the other line and then we just went down both of these stairs and that's why we haven't seen this yet? Maybe that's why.
I don't know, but it's one thing that I was just like, it's kind of strange that, like, the concept of a date having importance. Woo! bazonkers.
Let's
But
go.
that's what I'm talking about. I love
I love
144 POM, man. But the idea of a date meaning anything is strange. On like for ghosts, we're just like on the day that he died. It's like, why? How does he know it's the day? Why does the ghost care about the day that it died? Why isn't it just like I died on a Wednesday? Every Wednesday I come here. Why not just every day this happens? Why is it only once a year? Like the Earth has moved a completely arbitrary distance away. Like it's not like there's some kind of like geological like oh everything's still no. It's like there's a whole relativity that has changed. Like why does a year matter? Like we have given the significance of a year. Like we have made a year. A year is a human construct. A human like decision and determination of time. Why does it have any relevance to Ghost? Me? Always moaning, Myrtle. Goes. Forwards. Oh, never mind. Okay.
I always stand that close to the track.
Get a health drink. Well, there's a Tommy Pushy over here, Mr. There's a Peter Pusher over here who's pushing Peters into the track.
Wait, did this meet?
Oh, country road. I don't know, but I've always I thought about that. I was like, that's such a fucking strange. I don't even remember what the.
Take me to the same place. Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering like I don't even remember what the context I originally thought about this in, but I thought about it like a couple weeks ago. It was like a year has no meaning. Like oh, on the day of his birth or the day of his death, every day every one of those days the ghost will rise again. It's like that is a completely arbitrary determination that we as people have created and given. Like we have given the year its power. Why does it function for ghosts? Why do ghosts abide by years? You know what I mean?
This guy's missing.
The sky is missing.
Does it say missing? I can't read it very well. Inside the something.
Minside.
Inside of the dude.
Minside.
There's a dude.
Alright, cool. Inside Out, what a movie. What a crazy reference to
jump back on the tracks.
It's an idea, it's a thought. Do we have to like maybe taunt the train?
Yeah, we taunt the train, then it pulls into the station.
Exactly, it's like, I'm gonna go run you over, and they're like, back. It honked the first time. Walk up or down a little? Like, maybe you have to play chicken with the train. I don't fucking know.
No, that's weird. That's so weird. What? What has been accomplished here?
I don't know. But you got pushed into the train. What time is it? Is it 11 o'clock on the 4th currently?
I don't know.
Like, I don't think I hear the train
I hate
rolling.
that I can't control the camera at all in this room.
Sorry to hear it.
It's really annoying me because I want to see what's on the other side of the tracks, but I can't. It just won't let me look over in that direction.
I really want ghosts to exist, but like it does make sense. The only exception is if you believe in the psychical, like the power of people and our mind and free will, how that has control over the universe or whatnot. Then you're like, well, it's because we give the year a power and its importance that it is important, obviously. Like other than that, and I'm like that's kind of like an annoying thing that is self-fulfilling, or just like, well, because it is, it's obviously that and cannot be unproved. And I'm like, ugh. It's one of those annoying like theories and whatnots. What's that? Concourse? Consource?
Concourse?
Concourse is that way.
What's over this way? Because this was this area, yeah.
It's true. It is.
And I can control the camera on these subways.
So it's room spatial. I don't know.
So weird. What was so special about that other room?
So we're stuck. I don't know. The payphone on that like girder. No, the closest to the stairs. See there.
That's funny.
Let's go call our dad. Ask him if he can pick us up from the train station. It's worth a try. Ghosts are something that I feel is very, very interesting, though. And I'm like, I love the idea of ghosts. I think it's a very beautiful, very pretty concept. I just wish I had reason to believe it was true. Like, if I die and I get to be a ghost, it's great, because that's basically immortality. Until people are like, get out of my house, because I want to live here. And it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, until you're exorcised from existence.
We're just like, come on, dude. I used to live here.
Come on.
I don't want to die and not exist, and you're just gonna try and push me out. Like, I just want to stay in your house. I know I'm scary.
Was that just a radio? Okay.
Might be radio or a dog.
Something. Okay. Okay, this is still locked. I'm pretty sure this is the way we need to go. But
did we ever determine where we had to go? Didn't she say, like, when you look at a map, I have to go to Bergen Street?
I don't know.
Is that what she says?
The thing is, there's also like a dog down there.
Oh.
It's really weird.
It's the radio going off because there's a dog down there.
Hello, dog.
Log.
He kind of can't do anything. Like, the thing is, him being down there makes me think that I need to go down there for some reason. But, like, every time we've gone down there, we just die.
Did we save after we got the shotgun?
We saved it. Yeah, I saved after we got the shotgun, but not after going down to the room with the pushy man. So maybe I'll save after the pushy man room. Then I come back here and experiment with this fucking train that has head-on collision.
That is on crack.
Yep.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know. I love the idea of ghosts. I've met one person. I have one coworker who says they've seen ghosts. I don't think it's a very common thing in New Jersey, which is a shame because it's a very old state. And then there's a lot of like, you'd think there would be, because there is like in literature a lot of like, oh, spooky happenings and doodads and goings-ons is, you know, in the New Jersey is like, oh, you know, eldritch stuff and like the, you know, New Jersey is a common one, is like the second common thing you'd see after maybe like New England. For eldritch, kind of like spooky, old horror, scary stuff. We got like the Pine Barrens and stuff like that, and then like we're very old play. You know,
we got the Jersey Devil.
Good roots. We have a lot of things, and all of them are oddly considered like concise to the Pine Barrens area. We have the white deer, or the white stag, or the white elk, or whatever it is, that saves people. We have the black dog, which helps guide people who are lost in the Pine Barrens. You knew he can do that.
I knew. Okay.
Yeah. That time was faster, I swear.
Oh, it's because I walked into the threshold immediately.
No. It actually coming at you was faster, it felt like.
Oh. Maybe. Maybe it's like, oh, you've died way too many times. This, you know, we'll speed this
We
up
have the ghost of a black guy who was a doctor, who was the brother of a very famous abolitionist who wrote a very famous abolition book, and I cannot remember his name or the name of the book. But he was a doctor, and he was either like not allowed to practice because he was African American, and then he went to Pine Barrens and practiced, you know, on the people because it wasn't as like established, and so he was able to do it there. And so he's a guy who will also help guide you out from getting lost in the Pine Barrens. He'll also like help guide you and stuff like that. Some people believe there's the ghost of whatever the fuck, like some pirate dude I cannot remember, buried a treasure somewhere in America, but I don't remember exactly. So I have a question.
Yes.
What are the areas we can go down? Because this is Bergen and this is like St. Renata College. On the other side of the station, what are the areas we can go down into on those tracks?
Okay, let's figure that out.
Well, if you go straight,
wait, no, it's straight. Yeah, I went up on accident.
Yeah.
I forgot how this is.
Okay, it happens to best of us.
It happens.
It does. It's correct.
Happens to be that this place is used.
No. You just don't have a map.
Yeah, I just don't have a map.
It's true. It's true.
Hello, good sir.
No map.
Goodbye. Hello, good sir.
I have meatbags hands.
These things are so fucking freaky. I miss just dealing with like undead nurses, honestly.
They were not even undead. Their faces were just like a bubble.
Like
a bubble of skin.
Oh, it's this guy again. Okay, he's here. This is where we got the shotgun.
Yep. This thing over here, not particularly.
That's this dude. Oh wait, I want to check what's
What about
down
over there?
I want to check what's over there, but I don't want this guy to be getting in the way.
Isn't that the best time when he's really much further away from you?
Yes, I just don't want him to corner me.
Well, he's wherever he is anyways. Oh.
Oh, what the fuck?
Tally ho, I guess.
Tally ho indeed.
It's interesting though, I was gonna say though, that I was listening to, because I listen to like supernatural, like spooky dooky podcasts and true crime, and it's like a hodgepodge of things like that, because I find them interesting. But sometimes they'll do this or that, these or those. And so...
Collection of trash, long hallway and a door.
I was thinking about how it's interesting, in New Jersey there is like that concentration of like, oh, this is where all our spooky thingamajigs are, is in this spot.
What do you mean?
All our, like, again, like the White Elk,
Oh, that's
Jersey
what you're talking
Devil.
about. I thought you meant this hallway.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
what the
I'm still
fuck
talking about what we
are
were talking about before. I haven't
Yeah.
given it up. It's all concentrated to the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, which is a very interesting place when you think about it. It's because what it is like oh, that's what I was thinking of. That's what I was thinking of. If there's a Harry Potter place in America, it's probably in the Pine Barrens. If there's a Harry Potter, because again, it's just some barren places where there are abandoned villages of like houses where people tried to make like a settlement. And then they gave up because the land is like very crummy and it's hard to live on and all that whatnot. And there's like a Jersey Devil, a black dog, Sirius Black is in New Jersey apparently.
It's true.
Just saying. There's like a White Elk, Harry Potter.
There's a door.
So Harry Potter
Okay.
was a White Elk. That was his Expelliarmus or whatever.
No.
Expecto Patronum. That's what you call it. Was a white deer, a white elk or
what's on
something
the
like
other
that.
side before I try and go in the door.
I'm just saying, the story of the White Elk is there's this like guy on a cart and he was heading from like
Or wait,
Borden
let's just say
town
let's
to
not
Camden
try.
or something like that. He was about to cross over a bridge, and then a giant white elk jumped in front of his path, and it was someone
Dog.
like the horses stopped, were like whoa, and then it walked out of the path, and then he realized he was about to cross the bridge. The bridge was out, it was broken, and then he was gonna crash his horses into the lack of a bridge, and it all probably he might have gotten horribly hurt and died, and probably the horses wouldn't have done well. And the white elk stopped him and saved him. I think it was after rain, so there's probably like a rapid river underneath, so he probably wouldn't have done well. So it saved his life. And so it's a thing that if you see it, it is preventing you, it's stopping you to prevent you from doing, walking forward into some kind of danger type
for
of
a
thing.
dog, they're not very perceptive. I'll be honest.
They have very small perspective.
Perspective. I don't think there's anything else over there. It didn't look like it.
Maybe
Other
not.
than a dog.
Unless it was more like track non-sensory, but who knows?
Maybe
But
the-
like
So
so,
let's try this door.
I'm like that's literally Harry Potter coming out in like 1800s and being like,
Can
don't
I
cross the
see
bridge, you're going
oh,
to die.
I can't see the dog from over there.
What a
Huh.
world in which we live. That's crazy.
Huh.
Cancer. Cancer. But that's Harry Potter saved a man on a bridge from driving his horses into a river. That's just what happened. That's just what happened in that story. It's crazy.
Alright, let's try not to get run over here.
Yeah, I mean...
Are you
look out, look out,
fucking
look out,
kidding
look out,
me?
look out,
Are
look
you
out.
fucking
That's the wrong
kidding me?
way! Stop coming. As soon as you start running that, I was like, oh no. Hey, now we know what to do though. Just we have to sneak past the goblin and then go down the flight of stairs. And then we have to go into the door. And then that's the
It's not even a door. It's not a door.
Well, we go look at the door. It spawns dogs, then we guess we run back or something. I don't know.
So
It spawned dogs, so it meant something. Maybe we do that and come back, and it would be like shit. It'd
That
be all
is-
like crummified. The world would be all crummified.
I'm so annoyed at that. That's such a like.
What? Come on, that's something you could have seen coming though. We've learned already many times if you run on the track, you're asking to get hit.
No, I'm just annoyed that it's not a door and then it spawns dogs and.
It might be
Dude.
that you do that and that's what turns the place into like Crumb Town.
This, like, subway over here looks already kind of like
It does look kind of like Crumtown. But then, like, I think this place looked nice again. See? This place is actually kind of pristine. It's nice here.
We checked.
I don't remember.
No.
The fire door. I like that that door had some lore to it. Lore implications.
I just went.
Well, that's what I was saying, sorry. The Pine Barrens is, if there's a place in New Jersey, or sorry, in America, where there's a Harry Potter college, I think the Pine Barrens is a pretty good candidate for it. There's
Like,
a lot of
where the fuck did
spooky
the dogs
movies.
come from? That's so dumb.
Down the other side of the track, I don't know. The whole track they can come from.
Like, hey, here's this nice inviting door over here on the train track. Check it, dog. You fucking asshole. Get on the tracks, you dumb bitch. Get off the tracks.
We
okay,
did it. Woo!
Yeah, kill those dogs.
Yeah, no more dogs. Dog began. There's Dog Shadow.
That's funny.
It looked like just a company logo or brand. Greyhound. They make trains now.
Wait, it opened the door. What?
Maybe it's on the other side. The door opened.
Why would it be on the other side? The other side is a different track.
You know what? Fucking, I don't know. You tell me. Violence will never solve. Violence is not the answer.
I'm so fucking confused.
Can you sidle between the train cars? Maybe it opened on the other side. Like, just on the wrong side.
Oh, okay.
Okay, interesting. It's a feature? Oh.
There's something, one of these.
I don't know, maybe there could be.
There have been some things on these.
It's possible.
Is it a dead dog? Have we been here before? That was the...
If someone
It's fucking Dark Souls. Holy shit.
Long gone. There's no open doors on the train. I'll wait as long as it takes for an answer.
I didn't see any yet, but...
Thank you.
I'm just grabbing this. We don't have to deal with the dogs again.
That's a thought. I wonder about other states and all that whatnot. I wonder if they have, like...
Weird lore.
Well, not just weird lore, but, like, spooky boogly areas where it's just, like, the concentrations. Which is, like, this is where, like, a bunch of those spooky diddlies happen. This place... like, for other states, what is the most likely place for a Harry Potter wizarding school, a Hogwarts, to be? Because in Harry Potter, Hogwarts is... So, you know, the lore is that, oh, it's a ruin, so no one wants to go there because tourism doesn't exist in Scotland. It's just a ruined castle. Who wants to go see that? You know? But could even be on that side also is a possibility.
Yeah, the open door.
Yeah, I wanted us to check here for. I don't know. I'm footprint.
Because I stepped in dog blood.
Why'd you do that?
See anything yet?
Right. We keep trying our luck. Just go keep going down the line.
Keep going down the line. One of these doors is sure to be open.
Eventually, it's, you know, law of
literally saw in
numbers.
the cutscene that the door was opened. Therefore, it has to be open somewhere.
But I want to know, like, for other states, what is the most likely place? Like, you know what? It would be this place because this is where all this stuff goes down. This is a place where people do not live. Like,
I know.
The Pine Barrens. Very few people live in the actual Pine Barrens. It must be stated. The automatic door?
It's an automatic door. It's a subway. You should know how this works.
You willingly walked into it.
You walked onto it.
Completely willingly and of your own free will and volition after it came here, showing it obviously moved. It's not like there's a question that it can't move. Maybe it can, maybe it can't. What's wrong?
Oh.
Yeah. Hello. There's a newspaper on this seat. Go look at it. Read, 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 read. Same old boring articles. Darn you.
Well, that's fun. We just saved. So
In the train.
So I don't think this is necessary. Set up.
Alright, cool.
I don't
Let's
think
go.
so, ladies.
You know the way to go anyways, it's fine. Oh, look out. Oh, these guys are fucking pushovers. Go. Take him out. Take him out. Hold the sound when they die. Ooh.
What are these things supposed to be? So weird.
I don't know. Tadpole with legs.
Yeah, I guess.
Legs like those. Who needs arms? I think is generally
That's
the
true.
gist. Go back a second.
Yeah. I'm willing to do that. Oh!
But this changes everything. You go back a second. I wanted to read the what was the article on the wall, but we'll just progress on. You know, it's all right.
This bottle.
Alcohol, juice. Another piece of trash. Damn NYC subways. And they're grayish. There's no ad on the wall this time.
Okay.
Bus. Id bus. Thurgod.
That one's bigger.
That one's taller. He's bigger range too, be careful. He has his son with him.
He does.
He took his son. I love that they just make a squeaky toy sound when they die. Get him. He hasn't noticed you. Oh no, right. That's not a person, no. A nosh.
Yeah, the noise they make is very funny.
Yeah, very strange.
Oh?
Please. That's some juice on the seat?
I assume so. He's looking at something.
Another piece of juice.
Newspaper on the ground?
This is garbage. It's not even newspaper at all.
This?
Shotgun shells. Keep going. First aid
First
kit.
aid kit. This.
Sling. A cowbell on a string? I
It
don't
is
really
something.
know. I'm not too sure what. No picking it up? No picks it up?
It doesn't let me pick it up. Is this still...
I have assumption it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is, isn't it?
Yeah, just making sure that the entire train has been losing its
Yeah.
cars as we've been going forward.
Listen, Ivy, the road goes on forever. So
Yeah.
just go for a ride.
Oh, I know what that is. It's the thing above us.
Oh, oxygen
See?
masks, of course. Just in case the cabin depressurizes.
No, it's just a handle where you hold on
It's
to.
if the cabin depressurizes, it comes down. It's like,
How we doing?
do not smoke. Turn off your cell phones for when the train starts, please. More juice on the seat.
More juice.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness.
I love some good old-fashioned seat juice.
Rat.
Rat. Tired?
Ooh.
Damn. Long day at work, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. There's legs behind you. Are those yours? There's a shadow of legs that have stood still so far. Nope, never mind. That shadow was T-posing. Can you go back a sec? It's not quite T-posing, it's like...
Where is the
A-posing.
shadow you're...
Right there, you fool. Look at it.
I can't fucking see it.
Use your eyes. Do you not see it now?
Ah!
That one. On the ground.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's a
He
Metroid.
kind of follows you a little bit. It's fun.
Yeah, how is Metroid Dread? Because I'm still not looking into it at all. Well, this is cool. Can I not deal with you, please?
I am the Hulk. Hello.
Can I run past you again?
I'm a subway person.
Why does he have to be a subway person?
I'm gonna play the bongos and then you're gonna listen to songs about
Alright, there we
Christ.
go. Freedom.
It's really good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. It's not really my kind of game, so. Metroid Bridge. I looked at it, the ads, I was like, it's not very visually appealing, but maybe it's still good. I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, I should say, visually.
I'm a big Metroid fan, but the only thing I've heard about it is, I mean, I've only heard good things about it, but like, again, like I still don't know. I'm very picky about my Metroid.
I've only heard good things about it, but I don't trust any of the people I've heard it from. They're all two-time and Lizzie's anyways.
It's true. I'm waiting for just like a full review or something that
I'm
like
just
goes
waiting
over
for someone
everything.
to say that it's shit, so that, you know, I can have an echo chamber, so I can be like, finally, someone I can trust, someone with good opinions.
It's not even that. I just want a more informed like explanation of like why it's good as opposed to, oh, it's good.
What if you got Amore Eel? Would you then buy Metroid Force, Metroid Fear, Metroid Dread? There you go.
I mean, it is like $60 though, right? Is the Switch game?
A new game.
That's probably
full game.
also why I'm hesitant to get it immediately.
Cash is tight. Put your head on by whom? Who did? Don't really know what we read on that.
I'd rather spend that money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Well, all right, fair enough. I mean, you are free to live your life.
That's true. This is cool. This is very comforting.
It is an angle. I don't know what's your what. Why you're so.
I feel very safe right now.
You have a wide camera, so you can see well behind you. So if someone was sneaking up on you, you'd know.
I think we're in Spookums Town now.
I don't know if that's quite the case. I'll be honest. I feel like we're at St. Renata's College.
Yeah, probably. This looks like a college campus.
Yeah.
About as well maintained.
Mm-hmm. I think this is where Spider-Man's uncle died.
You're right.
Yeah. Not true. This is in New York City. It's on a street. It's not even in the sewers or subway. No. The subway's in New York City though, so it's kind of, it's whatever. Having fun.
I can't look up. Or I can't look up as much though. Oh well.
Pulled up your phone and Googled it, and then you could look it up. Ha 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 hoo-wee. What are you, fucking millennials? Yep. Got them. You millennials carrying pipes and walking timidly down subways.
Yeah.
You know, what are you, your back's gonna bend or something. You get him? Got him.
Whoa.
Fucking destroying him. Okay, we're now entering a bunker.
Cool.
Bunker.
At least we'll be safe from the nuclear weapon.
Bunker.
And whatever the fuck is right next to me!
That, or maybe this is where they keep nuclear weapons, and that's why it's Silent Hill.
This is the... Okay. Cool. I would love to... okay.
Okay, just big guy.
Oh, it's also just these... What the fuck these things are?
It's not fly, guys. I think they just don't have propellers and are just walking around with blades. Propelling themselves with their own force of will and determination, Ivy. It's a story of story of triumph and overcome. Like Oscar's story is before he murdered his fucking wife or something. The story of triumph and overcoming. Those guys have not yet murdered anyone with their swords, so it's still a triumph of the human will. So it's not saying anything bad.
Do I need to heal yet? Or I did heal.
Pretty fine. They're still on their Oscar stories before. Is that his name? What is? I don't even remember. I think that's what his name was before he murdered someone. I think we're still on. They're still on that character phase. That phase of the arc. They've not lived long enough to see themselves become the bad guy. Or bricks.
We're in the fucking, like, catacombs or some shit now.
Catacombs are made of skulls. This place is made of bricks. I'll have you know there's a difference. They're not the same.
Get down. On the ground. You fucker. There's another one.
Indeed.
There he is. I found him.
Huh. Using
I
our-
love having X-ray
using-
vision.
Yeah, using our intuitive sense and eagle vision, or whatever it is. Hitman sense.
Yeah, that we can't fix because otherwise the game will lag to shit.
The frame rate goes down.
Yeah,
It makes Ivy upset.
fair. Yeah, catch your breath. Good. I don't know why the walls are like pulsating.
I don't either.
Alright.
This is the beating of a heart. Two hearts beat as one. So she's like, it's so strange that she takes this all so well.
So we went down that way
Yep, and
we
then ended
have
up back
gone in
here.
a circle.
Correct.
That's fun.
We still don't have a map of this place.
No, we still have not found a single map somewhere, which leads me to believe that we missed the map at some point.
Possible. Oh. Stuff to be had, so let's get to it. There's a lot.
So there's two guys there,
Yes,
or
there are
is it-
two.
Okay, I was like, am I?
That's what I was like,
are there-
go,
Is
there's
there
two.
some weird visual glitch that I'm not understanding?
No. You're just being hopeful. Get them. They've split apart a little bit. We have time. We have our moment. This is ours. This is us. This is fucking Kate or Olivia or whatever. Fucking Margaret. Whatever the fucking main character's name is. Jennifer? Yolanda. I have no fucking clue.
Let me step on the other one. Or is the other one completely dead now?
Couldn't tell you.
There was dead.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, good.
No, the radio's off, so it should be dead.
Yeah, true. Don't want them.
Understandable. Couldn't tell you.
So straight on, straight on.
No.
Not a door.
No,
Not
I don't think
real.
So I disagree.
It's a dead end. Pretend that's a brick wall. There's no door there.
There's walls, there are bricks. Put the math together. You do it. Alright, now we are here.
Ah, finally, a mall.
Oh, I kind of thought that's what that was. But I wanted to
It's
make a joke because
about
it did.
time.
Like a big round pointy hammer, and then we'll never know the rest.
Oh, that.
It's slower, but does more damage. It's the hammer. It's the sledgehammer.
Yeah, I forgot the sledgehammer was a thing.
Yeah. The 2 blocks here, but there's nothing really useful inside.
Oh, that's cool. At least I have a mall.
That is something to do. There's some on that top shelf?
Look.
I'm thinking it is.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
See that?
Thought so. I was thinking it myself.
Thinking about it.
Just gotta put on a hat. How much should I take them with me? What are you gonna take all of them?
What do you mean they're geeky looking? They protect you from head injuries.
Why
you,
not-
You dumb bitch.
What I don't understand is why she's like, should I take them with me as if she wants to take all of them and not just one? What? I wonder if they're collectible. Alright, go. Nice. Also, there are power attacks and non-power attacks. Do you have like heavy and light attacks?
No. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Take him out. He's tougher than his dad is. His dad was.
Yeah, it's because I keep not hitting the. Oh, I hit the down all the time. Fuck. That's satisfying.
Good, I'm glad.
I'm glad this doesn't slow you down like the freaking the pyramid head knife.
Sledgehammer. Want you to know my name.
Ow! Bam.
Sledgehammer.
You fuck.
Let there be no doubt about it. Peter Gabriel.
Fuck. He keeps like backdashing every time.
He's like Naruto. He's thought about every move.
Oh my God.
Two moves ahead, Ivy.
I have like no depth perception. Because of the stupid shadows.
Also because, again, it might just be messed up where a character actually is placed on the world.
That is true.
The world itself may be more offset than your character or anything, but nevertheless. Alright, good
Damage
job.
did I take from that? It feels like a fuckload.
A bit. We're all
Because this weapon is useless. It's so slow. I can't even do anything to anything.
It's useful against the right enemies.
True. But
Just not, like, not every tool is useful for every scenario and situation. You know?
pretty single first aid.
You could also equip it, apparently.
Apparently. Oh, for
It's probably a hot button.
Yeah, but it's
Hot button.
easier to just pause and use it.
You'd just think that,
I would think
wouldn't
that,
you?
yeah.
But the speedrunners say Ivy.
That's true. Speedrunners probably don't even get hit. So.
Probably also true and a fact. Probably correct.
Now I'm curious. I kind of want to watch Silent Hill speedrun
This
just
is
to find out.
Not the time or place.
Not time or place.
the time or
And I
place
don't
to do
have a
that.
freaking map.
Correct. It's true. So let's dally forth. Let us press onwards. Let's not coward about the place. Let's not collect stones and moss. Ooh, health drink. Mmm.
Wine bottle.
Yum, yum, delicious.
About time.
I thought
Let's
she
go.
was- I thought
Let's
she
get
was
the party
against
started.
I thought she was against drinking wine in alternate universe, in alternate dimensions. What a fucking prude something. Just gonna say.
She also only took one of the wine bottles. There were 4.
Drink responsibly.
Oh fuck.
Fuck out.
No! They've all respawned! Why?
I think they've just spawned. Look how fast she is. Whoa. Maybe she's Oscar Pistorius.
It's quite possible.
Whoa. Hopefully not, because that leads down a dark path. She loses legs, then gets prosthetic legs, then wins the race, and then kills the person. Dark story. You got the wide beam.
That's a fun sound.
Familiar sound. Been here before. Yeah, it's Spinny Guys. Spin to win.
Okay. I'm just going to... Okay,
Live
that was a door.
forever.
Thank fuck.
Yeah. Ooh, another pipe.
Ah, yes. Perfect.
Oh, let's combine them into one. Like
Super pipe.
A great pipe.
A great pipe.
Yeah. An upgrade. It's like when you find like in Resident Evil, you find like an extra like a longer mag for the pistol, or you find like a sight. You find like another pipe just to stick in the pipe and just have like fucking like Sephiroth's equivalent of a pipe. Whatever Sephiroth's sword is.
Okay, where...
It's not Naginata. What's it fucking called?
I love a map because I'm so fucking lost right
Monster
now.
Hunter. What's the fucking sword? Masamune.
The Masamune?
Is that what it is? In Sephiroth has too.
Yes, Monster. He has the Masamune.
Yeah.
That is.
He has Monster
Sephiroth's sword.
Musume. Yeah. And yeah, just have the Masamune of pipes as your weapon.
Yes.
Masamune.
You got the wide beam? Let's go.
I announced this already.
You did?
Yes.
I didn't. I guess I...
Yeah, you completely just glossed over his achievements and accomplishments whilst I champion him, and now you're just trying to like reel in the pity, and I'm just kind of, it's just upsetting.
This worked really well against me.
He just also fucking riffed hard.
Yeah,
He is
I know,
not
but-
great at his job.
Ow!
Oh, he's getting better at his job. He's gonna get a promotion soon. Come
I
Christmas
hope
time, and
not.
he needs to make sure.
Because there's another one of him right next to us.
He needs to make sure he can afford gifts for his kids. Nice.
I think the other one's gonna res though. I didn't kill him properly.
You probably have some time, and it'll probably go down easier.
I don't know, I feel like they always have like twice as much health. This thing is fucking useless.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Yeah, this thing fucking abysmal. Worthless.
Abysmal. Get it? Mall. We're not in a mall anymore, though. Isn't that ironic?
True. Oh, I did kill him.
Oh no. He's dead, Ivy. He's dead, Jim. He's dead. I don't remember the reference. Star Trek? You know what's cool?
What?
Star Trek announced in an episode that is not allowed to be fully aired in the UK. They're like, there's a part where Data and Captain like Picard are talking, and Data's like, these guys are they're like violent, they're religious extremists. That's crazy. They're using like violence as a tactic to create peace and change.
What the fuck is this room?
And Picard's like, it's not a good thing. And then Data's like, I don't know, it is kind of a good thing because it has successfully worked for things like, you know, this and that. And then the 2025 reunification of Ireland. And then because of that, like, it cannot be announced. Like that part had to be censored in the UK.
Funny Ireland.
It was not, that episode was not aired for like a year longer than it was supposed to. They just held it, and then they're like, we'll just cut out this part, and you know what? We'll play the rest of the episode. But I love that like they are like taking guesses that Ireland is gonna be united in Star Trek.
That was a safe point. Oh. Health drinks. I don't know if the health drinks give more.
No, it's the least. That's why it's the most common. Like the Ampoule, I think is usually really good because it's like good. It's a over time.
Still have not used the shotgun yet.
And then I think the first aid is probably, you know, the creme de la creme, but the Ampoule heals for a while, so I think this is good.
Yeah, like it has like regen health over time.
At least that's how it was before, so it may not be the same. Who knows?
Something like that.
Let's get back. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
We got places to be, things to see, underground passage. Yippee! Also, the thing on the train that I wanted to point out was it was an ad that it looked like it said Savok on it. Savok's like something ballerina or something. I don't know, ballet dances or I don't know. But I was like, oh, it looked like it said Savok. I wanted to just laugh at that, but then there wasn't a train anymore. What does this machine? How does it work?
Was this just a like rest area with that, or can I use it? Ah,
Luigi.
if only I had some kind of container. Put kerosene in a wine bottle.
Mario.
Well, now we have a Molotov cocktail.
Actually, an oil-filled bottle. It's not a rag. You have to stick a rag.
There is no rag. You're right. Ooh. Well, now what do we do with our this?
This is for moving kerosene to and from a space heater. Of course, I can't drink it.
Can't examine it. Cool.
Interesting.
I don't know what this has accomplished.
Dude,
but
I want to examine the flashlight. I'm just curious to see what the lore behind the flashlight is. But monsters will notice me more easily when it's on. What's the radio's lore?
Oh, it's a must-have chest pocket. In my chest pocket. But monsters will notice me easily. Small portable radio. It plays static when monsters get close. It won't play normal stations. Is it broken?
You feel like those two things would be switched. The examine and then it attracts monsters would be switched.
The examine should probably. Right. You're right.
That's very strange. Since the other one was flipped. Whatever. So I guess let's go. Calm down.
Hey Tiago, how we doing?
How are you doing? How is it in Portugal? Is it still rainy? It's rainy and crummy over here, I know that much.
It's a little rainy and crummy.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of tiny doodle mans just fucking walking along.
Let the days go by.
It's a very like when you walk in type of walk.
Into the blue again. After the money's gone.
Yes.
Once in a lifetime. I can't sing that song.
What is your question, Ron? Hot and sunny.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate.
That's nice, Sunny. Sunny Baudelaire.
See, I'm like, it's October, I'm sick of it being hot and sunny. Please let it be cold finally.
October. Hot?
Hot.
It has not been hot in a month.
It's been like kind of hot in and out.
The highest has been upper mid 70s in months. What are you talking about? Hydrate. Oh,
Hydrate.
Man.
Oh, it's a good one.
Thank you for being responsible, Tiago.
Thank you.
Pickles, how's it going with that saving up till we get Maltagoya? How's that coming along so far? Yeah, that'll be fun. It should work now.
Well, what is it accomplishing?
I guess it's a generator, so now we're generating profits.
Ah, of
Money.
course. Almost at 3K. Nice.
All right.
Again.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, a ladder.
Aha. Perfect.
Nice. The hole's full of dirty water. I can't go down there like that.
What if I made the generator get rid of all
That's a great idea. What if we electrocute the water?
those?
Yes.
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 It's a winch.
Winch.
Ooh. Oh boy. Incredible. We did it. Is there still water? Was there like a bucket? Was it just like this is a well and now it just lifts up a bucket? Is Timmy still in the... Thanks to that thing, all the water's finally drained out of the hole. Looks like I'll be able to get down there if I could stand the smell, that is. This lady smells... Wait a minute, I have a question.
Yep.
Back in that toilet, back in like the mall, did we ever figure that out? What was up with the toilet?
I think it's just a fucking gross thing.
That or it's the secret ending.
Secret.
Maybe the secret ending was in that toilet, we missed it. Oh, shame. It's just a storm gate thing.
Oh, okay. That's
to limit water and whatnot. Yeah. Interesting that this place is, you know.
Very.
Yeah. Ooh, walls.
Yeah.
This place is everything. Like the Ritz-Carlton of shitholes.
True.
Yeah. Shoes. So I'm kind of upset with this game so far. We have like no direction.
Yeah.
Or story. And the character is so detached from everything except in cutscenes. Like, and we're so, I mean, I guess I feel like we're a little detached from the character. At least I am. We're just like, I don't know what's going on. And I don't like care about her. Where at least the first guy is like, I'm a dad. I'm like my daughter. I'm trying to find my daughter. Like, I'm a dude. For this, she's just like, huh, not again. I'm in the zombie world. Oh no. A monster. Oh no. Hoo hoo. And then just walks around like it's just, you know, nothing about it anymore.
Remember the sewers?
Like she just saw one and then got desensitized.
Remember the sewers in the first game with the Gribbly Gorps?
No. I'm trying to remember. Oh, wait, yes. Between the schools.
That's not where I want to be.
Between the schools, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Oh no, there was a sewers afterwards, very late after the theme park.
No, get out of the fucking gross sewer water.
She did it. Wow. Great. Congratulations.
Oh.
This guy on the other side, just go.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm on this side.
Exactly. You foiled his plans. But I don't know. Like, in the previous two games, I feel like we got a lot more, like, story and character building and stuff like that. Like, attachment and investment earlier on. We've only had, like, 2 cutscenes so far at all. And those were the only, like, 2 or 3 cutscenes, and those are the only occasions of characters even speaking. Like, I don't know. We've only met, like, 2 people. And then, like, we've had no attachment to them. They disappear immediately. It's not like there's a... Oh, there's something for us to do. It's just like, fuck away from me. Hey, you also get the fuck away from me. It's like, I don't know. It's a little weird. Like, that's not like trying to build you up or interest you in a way.
Clock Tower greater than Silent Hill? Kinda, yeah.
Silent Hill 3, sure. Silent Hill 1, pretty good game.
Silent Hill 1, kind of one of the greatest video games ever made. Silent Hill 2, also pretty freaking
Pretty
solid
freaking
game.
good. This game, I was talking about it the first episode. It's not doing as much for me for whatever reason.
Every character.
There are a surprising amount of those in Clock Tower. There's a surprising amount of pedophiles, as we have determined, as we have so laid claim of their character.
I'm gonna try the other path first.
All right.
If it was a set of stairs upwards, it might lead to like a shortcut or something.
Fair enough.
At least that's what I'm hoping.
Her legs are moving very goofily.
A little bit, yeah.
Very silly. Must be. Maybe it just looks off because, again, who knows what's messed up by the emulator. You know, it does some weird things with the shadows and then possibly the world.
The shadow, I think the world is fine. It's just these shadows.
But there are one or two times where just like the character looked like she was floating with the camera perspective, or hovering. You know what I mean? Look at this. It looks like she's hovering.
There's like a mannequin
Or is that
in the water.
Oh, that is a person. You're right. I was like, that might just be trash. Huh.
No,
well,
it's definitely a thing.
I guess we're gonna have to go down there and probably fight him at some point.
Maybe.
That'll be fun. There's a lot of
That's
garbage.
a lot of garbage.
Where the hell did that come from?
Why that?
I guess all this stuff gets tossed into the sewers. This is all of it. Waste my time. Be looking for better stuff.
What if you grab this hairdryer?
Is that a hair dryer? Oh, maybe it is. I thought it was like a drill or something, but it is a hair dryer.
You got a dryer.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, we can lower the water level with this.
Ah, yeah.
Yes. Or we could use it like a flail.
You're right.
Yes.
There's a thing here.
And
pool.
Ooh, a pool. Cool. Nice. Broken clock. Right, twice a day.
It's true.
What is a broken clock right twice a day? That's the question that no one ever wants to ask or answer.
Yeah.
It's just the fault and shame of this society, isn't it? Alright, so.
There's a lot of problems, including the fact that they're just broken
He's gone?
clocks.
He's gone. Yeah.
Wait, you're fucking right.
Yeah, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking for. But that said, I feel like this game has been such a very slow burn compared to the first two games. And also, like...
Well, I mean, if we're remembering the first game, like, there was definitely, like, at least an hour of us just walking around, like, aimlessly in the town while there was things.
At least we got some, like, build up into that, like we got, like, this section where we're walking down the alleyway, and, you know, some buzz happens to us, and then it's like, oh, here's this character, and he's like, here, have a thing, go find your daughter. You're like, okay, cool. Like, I mean, she sort of has a purpose where she's just like, oh, I want to go home and bring milk and cigarettes to my dad or something. You know, I guess. But, like, that happened once, and she hasn't even, like, talked or thought or mentioned or anything about it since. I guess it's just been, like, implied by gameplay that's where we're heading. I guess. I don't even know. Like, the thing I usually compliment horror games about is the world and the story.
The world and the story, yeah.
Like, it's usually those games are the ones that make me the most interested. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? What's happening? I want to know why. I'm so curious as to why the characters are all acting like fucking psychos and sociopaths and like fucking nutcases. Why all this has gone to shit? Like, I'm so curious. Like, I want to know, but like, this game is like done very little. Like, why were we in a mall to begin with? Like, what the fuck was she doing there? I don't know.
Please?
What the hell was... Like, we got that cool thing at the start where we're in, like, the amusement park. That was neat, but then, like...
another save point. Huh.
Fair enough. Like, I don't even know what the heck that was.
Like, this whole game has felt very, like, aimless.
There's been no, like, hints or, like, references or, like, callback to it. Or, like...
Monster in the water. Fast.
Jose and Jamie. Jaime. There you go. Guns won't work underwater.
Yeah, the most interesting thing was the fucking walnut, and even then, that was because we didn't see the thing that we were supposed to use to open it.
There's a clamp that kept us going for a while.
Mm-hmm.
If only I had a hand grenade. So knives and guns aren't underwater. You have to blow up alligators with hand grenades.
It's true.
Is the moral of today's story.
That's just how you do it. It's like the thing is like the monster design in this game. It's been very freaky and interesting.
I feel like the thing it's maybe because you're playing it and I'm not that it's not doing much for me. Like the monsters have not been that freaky to me. I've just been like, yeah, this is kind of like standard. It's not like super interesting. Like the only really interesting guy is like corpse bag hands, but like we've seen a lot of his ass at this point.
Yeah, we've definitely seen him a lot, but like, still he's like tough to take down. So.
But he's not as hard to just run around at the same time.
Danger keep out. Yeah, I guess. Like, everything's not hard to run around.
Mm-hmm.
They're just, like, very strong.
Of course, it doesn't mean it's not scary. That's a platform that doesn't look safe. And, like, an alligator won't come and just bite you off of, like, a giant shark or, you know.
No.
There's a lot of blood there, too. It's a good thing we saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're just casually walking?
That's not an alligator. It's not an alligator.
That's not an alligator.
That's not an alligator. Oh no, that's. No way, Jose. Miami. So now we know not to do that at least.
Okay, the thing is also the other games didn't have like instant kill jump scares like this. It's like
just
this kind of stuff wasn't in the other games.
Mm-hmm.
At least I can't think of.
There may have been maybe one or two things, I'm not too sure, but I don't think so. At least like for the most part, it was pretty obvious function. I mean, that one was kind of like...
That one was very obvious, but that's why I started running, because I was like, well, I gotta get across before he jumps out and gets me.
That, or maybe you have to walk slowly and... Tiptoe through the zoo.
Yeah, then it gets in the cutscene, she's just like casually strolling across this fucking platform above water with a broken... That's broken. There's fucking blood on the floor.
And the door and wall.
Like, what's wrong with you, dumb bitch? Like, this place is not safe. You should not be casually strolling across.
Exit that way.
Exit that way.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the goal here?
Get a hand grenade.
Ah, yeah, get a hand.
Is there a slow walk? Is there a tipsy-toesy? Genius.
Yeah.
I love where your head's at. There's no tipsy-toesies.
No.
Can you skip cutscenes?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Seen that one before already. So, fucking what do we do now, though? What's the plan?
What is our plan of action?
What are other places we have not been to? How do you turn a hairdryer into a hand grenade?
Okay, let's read through this again more thoroughly, because clearly this is the puzzle that we're supposed to solve.
I've read all of the notebook, not in it, just on the cover of the
notebook. There's a monster
in
in the water. Okay, that helps. That explains a lot.
The bastards killed 2 of my buddies.
I should never have doubted that old urban legend about alligators in the sewers. That was no myth. But no one believes me. They were drunk, slipped. We're not that damn stupid. Even calling it a monster isn't quite right. There's something else. This is something else. All I know is something in there. I'm going in now to beat that thing's head in. If you find this note, consider it my will. Revenge is futile, or so you may think for reading this. But Jose and Jaime were my best buddies. Wish I knew how to do the deed. Guns won't work underwater. Even my famous knife work won't do much. Only I had a hand grenade.
Alright.
So, goal here, find a hand grenade.
Correct. Or convert a hairdryer into a hand grenade. It has several of the letters necessary, but not quite all of them.
Oh, so there's another path down this way.
Sounds like a plan, let's go.
try this.
It's worth a shot.
There is not another path. No,
There is a drum, though. I don't want to work. Just want to bang on the drum all day.
Mm-hmm.
Good song. Hard run to go. So this way is the direction that we came and got hairdryer already, though. So maybe there is another door on this side, perhaps. That we...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Can I please just have the camera face the way I want?
Can you?
Well, now it's facing the way.
All right. Looks like things have turned out Millhouse.
Yep.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. Good.
Hello, good sir.
Oh no.
Ow, you fucking asshole. Fuck you.
He's got moves and legs. Be careful. He's tricksy. This one, he's got tricks up his sleeves. He's a wily coyote. This guy.
Fuck you.
I feel like he hit you with his death rattle, with his death wail.
What's our health at?
Distribution. Yellow.
Everything does so much damage. What the fuck?
Hellbelly Jelly Tarzan.
Oh, we have a lot of health.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, this game, whatever, for me, it hasn't been doing all that, like, I've been all that, like...
I don't know, it's like, it's weird, because on the one hand, it, like, hasn't been doing all that much for me either.
Yeah.
But also, I've, for some reason, more so than either of the other games, I've just been, like, very stressed out playing it the whole time. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong.
It's what a horror game's supposed to do.
I know, but, like... I don't know, it's like weird.
Intentionally and self-induced, anxiety and stress by choice is fun sometimes. You get that like little rush of like, ooh, when I get to be in control, it's nice. But yeah, I don't know. The first two games, I don't know, for whatever reason, they really pulled me in and got my like interest in like whatnot a bit more than like the first than this game has so far.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to boil it down, but I don't really know for certain why exactly. This game isn't doing it for me the way the other one did.
It's very hard to pin down.
I think it's probably just because it's a female main character, so I can't really relate to it. Probably what it is. That's my guess. I'm a gamer. But I don't know.
Guess we just have to backtrack even further.
It's possible.
Find this fucking hand grenade. Wherever the hell it is. Don't! It's so hard to move in a straight line. Maybe there's a hand grenade
in the shit water. This is very possible. In the poop water.
I would hope not.
I would also hope not. Look at her go.
Look at her go.
Oh, how she walked upstairs. Goofy whoa.
Whoa.
Well, hey. Hey. It's also like, at least for the most part, like in Silent Hill 1, there was a rhyme and reason to where you're going and like...
What's happening.
Like, she went to the train station, that makes sense. Everything from the train station onwards, she took a train, went to a sewers, then went into the sewers, activated a machine to go into the actual water drainage, and into a new area and whatnot, but just like... This doesn't feel like progress to get her home to Dad. Get her home to Papa. This doesn't feel like it's progress to that, really. You know what I mean?
I mean, also, like, with the, like, Silent Hill 2, there's that sequence where you go down a staircase for, like, 10 years. And, like, that was, like, foreshadowed earlier in the game with, like...
And in Silent Hill 1.
And in Silent Hill 1, yeah.
But yeah.
So it's like, and like that was a very tense moment of the game. It's like you're going down these stairs for a really long time.
Yeah. And also when you're going down the hallway and it's telling you the story, stuff in the background. And when you go in some rooms, there's just like pistons popping, piston things coming out of the wall.
Yeah, like this game has felt a lot more like a modern horror game where it's just like a person is in the game is reacting to the scary things, and also there just are scary things.
Like, the thing is, the first two games was a symbolism. There was like, people are being punished for like for something. Like, the person is in a room with the piston things coming out of the wall because they were possibly assaulted, most likely, or something like that. It's just like, there's like a lot of symbolism or something like that going on. Like, I feel like the first boss may have been like, again.
I mean, and supposedly this girl is the girl from the first game that we're supposed to save.
So we are just jumping to this conclusion.
We're just jumping to this conclusion based on things we've heard, but we still haven't even gotten that far into the game that we are meant to know that.
I think that lady, like Gladys or like fucking Marge or whatever her name was, you know, I think she was a carryover from the first game, at least in namesake, and I don't remember what this character's name is still. I still cannot remember it. I'm sorry.
It's like Anne or something.
This is not this character's name. This character's like Jennifer, Helen.
I think it's like Anne or something, but she definitely does look like a Jennifer.
I think it's Helen.
It might be Helen. Actually, yeah, it is Helen. Yeah, you're right.
I think it's Helen. Helen Acel. Sunday. Oh. Spider? Yes. But, nonetheless. Like,
so, like, what have we gotten so far? We've gotten
we've gotten a hand grenade.
We've gotten a hairdryer from here.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do with the hairdryer? We didn't examine it, also.
We really have not. It's true. We can't. That's
we
right.
Can't.
I found it in this sort of garbage dump. It still looks usable, though. Have we found, like, a place we could plug it into, maybe? Maybe, like, the engine we turned on, maybe we could plug it in or dry our hair or
We also still have not found a single map.
No.
It's like, what the fuck? Please.
Yeah. Very strange. But I'm like, I feel like this character, you know, like I put my own symbolism over things as maybe that first boss was her fighting against her, like, Inception and whatnot.
Or something like that.
But that's just like a maybe. I don't really know. But it's still early enough that
it's like I don't like whatever the symbolism of that first boss is. It like makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like that about it.
Yeah.
But
just wish there was more like that.
It is good. But that's like been the most interesting thing in the entire game so far.
Yeah. Like in Silent Hill 1, the mystery of like what the hell's going on in this town as well was kind of cool. Like this place, the world just feels a bit less interesting. It's like, oh, it's a mall. Some just random mall.
I'm gonna kill this thing.
Fucking know.
I don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, I won't stop you.
They're not hard.
Silent Hill 2, it's like it's like a town and whatnot. It's like a place that has like some like lore and some history to the character. It's like, oh, okay, what's going on? This is interesting. Again, this character does have some things where she's just like, oh, not again. Huh. You know, she's just going down the elevator, and that's like a symbolic maybe. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Well, let me tell you. And then the rest is symbolism of her inception. I don't know, but like she's been like, oh man, I've been trying to run from this or something.
Yo, you got the morph ball? Let's go. Morph ball pog.
North.
What
about that small drum? The one on the left. Small.
You mean the bucket?
Sure. No. Wasn't you. Great if we had a map and could just cross-reference.
Yeah, it could cross-reference stuff and figure out where we have to backtrack to for 10 years.
Yeah, be cool.
It's just like,
Maybe we could go out and get on the train and go somewhere else.
How much damage did we take from that dude?
Don't imagine much.
Not that much. Okay, good.
What did the thing on the floor say?
Danger keypad.
No, the other one. Behind you. That one. Did that say anything? They don't look like they have anything to do with me. They've got today's date on them, that's weird. I guess that is weird. Nothing very interesting written on the blackboard.
Is there anything about how to make a hand grenade? There's a CRT. Gotta make a hand grenade out of a CRT?
Only filled with boring documents. You wouldn't know if you don't read them, though. Can't see anything, must be broken. Can we plug in the hairdryer into the security monitor? You'd activate the light switch, yeah. Like maybe we have to turn off the radio and our light, and then we could cross over the threshold.
Where's a fucking outlet in this room? I love an outlet.
Literally
somewhere.
no, I don't know. I have no fucking clue. Maybe turn off our light and turn off the like amulet or the radio. Then maybe we could cross over the bridge. I don't know. So we have no hand grenades as of so far.
How many times does this happen in this?
2. Maybe 3.
Like, maybe that's also like what I'm not liking about it is just like it feels so aimless that once you get to a roadblock, you're like, this, like, what the fuck do I even do?
Yeah. That is definitely something where just like, I have noticed as well. It's a bit more open, there's a bit more like, oh, okay, freeform, go where you want, but at the same time there's a lot of just like,
where the fuck do I want
like, what
to go?
Like what, like yeah, what the hell? Like what small thing did I miss? You know, like what, come on. That does seem to keep like, biting at our heels. With this game, I don't know. But I don't know, there's just something about the build and the world, like 1 and 2 that, and the characters that got me interested. And I don't know, this game just been very like a little more like lackadaisical. No, just lack with those. Much more sparing with any of that like world building or information or just characters, even getting to see them, even if they don't say shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just something crazy, creepy happening. Only happens from time where it's just like, oh wow, look, a toilet. Oh wow, look, a television monitor. Oh, that's crazy. Oh wow, a scary elevator. I don't know. But also, it's... Again, it doesn't feel like there's much that really relates or makes sense, or that, like, she's being punished. It just feels like shit's happening around her, and it's just like a series of unfortunate events.
To it. Yeah.
Just like a series of unfortunate events, like, oh wow, this is happening now. Not like fucking lady, not like there's rhyme or reason to it, to any of this punishment or any of this like horrible stuff happening. I don't know. It just... I don't know.
I mean, if the first game is anything to go off of, she was like a victim of the situation more so than caused it.
Yeah, and I'm sure probably because of that it's haunted her life and what. Just probably that stuff has followed her, and just probably just entangled into her and all the fucking whatnots. But like, you know.
Okay, now we're back here.
Yeah, we plug in our hairdryer into that.
Ah, yes.
Nothing special. I don't need this anymore.
Okay, that's cool.
Well, I don't know. We can take the train somewhere new.
Yeah. Go back to the train.
Yeah. Just move on with our lives.
Maybe there was something in the fucking, like, big death room that we missed. A tiny item on the floor somewhere.
Just in one of the 2 corners we could have gone to, maybe. I don't know, but...
I don't even remember where that is a thing. Like, I have no clue where that is.
You mean the one with the tentacles?
No, the other, like there's this one room we went into like a while ago. In here, where there was just like a bunch of big, strong enemies, and I was like, well, I'm not dealing with that. Gotta nope the fuck out of there.
I guess I don't particularly remember either.
Or, I mean, I checked all the sides of the room just to make sure there wasn't any progress, and there wasn't. There was, like, nothing to do other than there's a lot of enemies in here. Oh, there's a little dude. Oh, there's a lot of little dudes.
A couple. There's a small panel door.
That could be promising.
Big door, too.
This is the room I was talking about.
Alright, cool. Oh, that's right! Oh, we ran into just the first room in that door. In that room. We ran into just the first door in that room. There was more, you're right.
No, I don't think there was more. I checked everywhere.
No, we didn't. We just... This is the swords room, right?
There's no doors here, though.
Is this swords room?
Yeah, there's a couple of swords
I swear we just ran to the first door in here, unless I missed it.
Ah. No, there's nothing in...
Wait, where did you come from? The layout of this room has confused me.
It's just a square.
I only
understand.
No, I only saw the one door. Though. I don't even know how we got into that room the first time. How to backtrack through it. I just saw where we came from, which is what's confusing me.
Yeah, no, there's no other doors in it. It's just a dead end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, there's
Oh.
nothing there. That's why I was like,
I
yeah.
thought it was a hallway, and we just ran to the first door on the left, and that's in the door with the scissors boys.
That's not a door. Okay, good to know.
I thought that's what happened, but I guess I might be misremembering. There's stuff on that drum. Toolbox. Probably not useful tools or whatever. Don't even know what she said. Stuff's all over or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you agree.
Yep. Here in a second.
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
I want to see what's falling. Jack shit.
Tunnel. Tunnel. No, tunnel. No tunnel at all.
Oh, God. Oh my God, please.
Alright, well. Onwards and upwards, I always say.
We'll eventually find where the fuck we're supposed to go.
At least it's well lit in here.
Yeah, at least I can see where I'm going.
Oh, that's pipe.
Oh, we
There's
can
no-
create the Masamune.
Yep.
Hello.
But this is the room I was talking about.
Yeah.
This is heading backwards. What if you flipped it? What if you did a 180? Because that's where he came from originally.
Oh, you're
This
right.
is the room I was thinking about and talking of.
Okay.
This is the first. We just took the first left. The second door on the left. That's where the elevator is.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Oh,
This is not
good.
great.
No, that's not a good situation for us. Ow!
Dead. No, she's still going. She's still going.
I hope that.
It's
amazing.
fine. There's still orange and red, so it's fine. Well, now we have questions.
Okay, so there's a pit.
Yes.
And a bunch of sword. Oh man.
Correcto. With all the correct things, I should call you a correctomancer.
It's true, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that they stay at like this location that they were at last. That's also like something that just really annoys me about this game.
Well, gotta not screw yourself over. Have I guess wherewithal or whatnot.
And a couple little dudes.
Mm-hmm.
A door
So
over
that
here.
room was interesting, but like, fuck, find out what the hell that like pit, bottomless, whatever. So this is where I got wine first time.
Wait, what? What
Beef jerky.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. At least you didn't miss it this time.
At least we didn't miss it this time. It's not like we've literally ever used it. Well,
First time for everything in America.
it's true.
No, it looks promising. Doesn't
It
look
does
familiar
look
to me.
promising.
The door is made of cement.
I can see that. Wait, just next to it. Ha.
Gun shop.
Okay.
Living in a
Wasn't
shotgun
entirely
shack.
a bust.
Yeah, just go before they cornered off this area. Please.
Go real quick.
I guess, sure.
Not isn't great. And also we've
you
like
had like middle health.
I
That was
know.
fine.
I don't know, I was just like, we've made an amount of progress that I don't want to die right now.
I was like, I don't think the Pimbies are gonna kill you.
No, definitely not. I'm like, I'd rather be safe.
Mm.
Alright, what's through here?
Great question. Oh, this is the room.
This is where we got the mace.
Yep, the mole.
Mole.
So, are the tools still useless, I assume?
I assume the tool is still useless. And that nothing
As
in
are the
this
hard
room.
hat. Is there anything on that, like, written on that board? Like there? Is that a thing? No.
Has this been a map the whole time?
Tom's great at this game. That's why he's here.
That's why Tom's here.
That's why Tom is here. He understands these things. We're in the underpass, currently. Or an underpass, at the very least.
Okay. Oh my god. This
helps.
This helps. in
So,
this.
okay, immediately see something we've missed.
Immediately, like 10 fucking things.
Immediately walk it back a second. Oh, I guess we can't
No.
get there, can we? Because that's blocked
No,
off.
it's blocked off.
It's hard to tell sometimes.
Let's see. Okay, now I actually can see. Oh, over there. Oh wait, no, that's blocked off. That's blocked off. Where have that's up back to the subway. I assume is just blocked off now.
Huh.
And
That's also blocked off.
so down here. Oh, that door is the door to the fucking sewer where we just get.
Yeah, there's the up down.
Yeah, there's the up down.
The eat sewer. So that's the hallway of the pit. So that's the down sewer. So there's the hallway of the pit. So pop it down a second. Let me just try to geograph this. That is that. That falls into there, perhaps. No, it would be over there. So that's not. No, that doesn't geograph. I was like, maybe we have to fall into the pit. I don't know. But no, definitely
I hope not.
Because it's not directly south of it. Because the other room is directly south and a little bit forwards. Actually, it's south and a little bit back. Fucking, I don't know. I was like, maybe to fall into the into the pit with the Spike Man room with the swordmobiles, but I have no idea. I don't like the swordmobiles very much.
No, they're a little.
But they definitely draw attention to that area. Like, it definitely makes it notable. And then there's just a pit on the other end of it, which makes it stand out.
Yeah.
And hard to, like, get a grasp on the framework of that area.
Well, we've also never, like, killed any of those sword dudes, so I don't know how easy they are to kill.
It's true. You know what we should do?
I mean, I could use the shotgun, but I don't want to waste it.
What if we just go to the save room and save? And then...
all the way back there? And then just try and jump down the pit or something?
Not like we could go back, really, can we? I guess we can go back, but we don't have a map for up back, do we? So it doesn't matter.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, we probably missed a map in the sewers, in the train station.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
it was probably somewhere earlier on, but we were trying to rush through it to get to the save point.
Easy come, easy go. That's what I'm thinking.
Right, this is the map.
Yep.
Okay.
Map goes on forever.
This is the way.
Road goes on forever.
And here are the sword lancers.
Yep. Swordmobiles. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
And then through here. Forward down this long hallway. Masamune Hall. And then take a right, another right.
Second door on the left.
And the second door on the right.
That was close. Footsteps are also an interesting part of ambiance.
Yeah.
In like games.
Okie doke. Here we are.
There's no like. I feel like there's not much like tenseness to her footsteps. Just like. I mean, that's of course her running, so fair enough, as opposed to her walking. This sounds a bit more like tense.
Yeah.
She walks fast. I don't know.
She's a speed walker.
Yeah. In any case, press onwards, I guess.
Well, there's the little booglies.
There they are, indeed.
They have never been a problem here, so leave them be.
Yep. They're not hurting no one. They'll do as they will.
This is the wrong door.
Well, it is, I guess. You can put it like that.
That's the way.
Anti-sewers. Anti-shoe. You know, just another shoe. Yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking.
See, that big room with all the enemies at the end there, like, it feels important, but there's nothing in it that I saw at all.
I feel like there should be something. Is that...
Should we try and, like...
Just go into it for a sec, because I feel like... I'm looking at the map, it looks like maybe that's a train landing spot.
You think?
I can only assume that's what that median divider is, right? But it might be wrong, but I don't... Because I don't remember what the room actually looked like. Too well. There's a lot of fences is something I remember, but that's about it.
Okay, find literally. There's a thing.
It's a
Or a thing.
pulls you up, see. It won't
Okay,
budge no matter how hard you muster.
Ouch! Fuck off. Okay, let's see. Anything else here?
Stack boxes.
Back boxes. Okay, ouch.
Not have anything
Leave
to
me alone.
use.
What's this one grab? That's just a red spot. Okay, that's cool.
It's just my own blood.
It's just my own blood. Why not?
Ugh.
Nothing. This is just this.
Uh-huh.
Nothing there.
More red spots.
There's just nothing in this room. It's completely
just,
enemy.
there's just a wall dividing it and whatnot. And that wall, look at that wall a second again.
Oh my god, our health.
Look at that wall.
Destroyed.
Not a ladder.
Yeah, it's like a depth thing. There's
Yeah.
This is a waterway.
Uh-huh.
This is where I assume like water would
I
probably
just thought like,
drain from.
and I thought maybe there might be like, oh wait, is that just a ladder you can climb up with just with
Ouch.
dumb stoops?
Ouch.
Possible.
Ouch. Ouch.
Oh no, ouchie,
Oh,
ouchie,
no.
oh no. Oh no, fucking scumming. Get health back. It gets red. Cool.
It's very red.
You'd think
And I'm
so.
still alive. What the fuck?
She's resilient.
Ooh, resilient, yeah.
Things on normal.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, let's try this again. Not going to that room because even though it looks important, it
It's
is
not
completely
good.
worthless.
Yeah.
And might as well not be there.
Won't budge. But I wonder why it won't budge. Is it too heavy? Is that what she's saying? The like lift up cover thing? Like I want to know why.
It didn't give us any blue text, so I don't think it was important. Usually the
still
blue
curious.
text is what signifies something being. Oh, you should probably figure out what's going on here.
I guess it doesn't even pop it up on the map anyways, so it's not something to think
Yeah, it's
about.
not even a thing on the map.
Probably nothing.
Where am I going? Oh, right. Back that way. What was the end of these dead ends again?
Death.
Double check. Nothing. Nothing. Cool. Very.
Is that about does it? That's about all. Guess that's it. Fair enough. We can't get the Masamune? Or that magazine on the ground?
If only. Oh, she's not tired.
Or even that magazine? Not like you can sidle on that wall or something. Where'd you go anyways?
No, they're coming for me. What if I just jump down?
It was worth a shot. Of course. Forwards again when she's falling, I guess. There you go.
Okay. Okay, that is just death. Good to know.
Yeah, it was worth a try, honestly. Experiment with it. You gotta get creative when you're desperate.
Oh, how dare you? How dare he what? What did Tom do?
Tell me more. Is it the hat or something? I'll wait. I'll wait for the answer. No hat?
No hat?
No hat. My hat's right here, first of all. My hat is here. Alright? It was with me all along. The hat was the friendship we made along the way.
The hat was the friendship we made along the way. It's true.
The beret now, because I'm French.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Alright, now
Go
where
on.
the fuck do we go?
I don't know. Where do you want to go?
Thank
Also,
you
I
for the
thought I'd
hearts.
let my hair fly a little bit this go around the rosies. I don't know. I'm kind of like out of ideas. for the
Ideas?
most
Yeah, it's
part.
almost like we've ran into nothing but at dead ends and non-leads.
And it's just an item probably that we have lost, we've missed. It is most likely that, which is upsetting and makes me not happy. It makes me very, very sad. And those Pimby doors aren't nothing either.
Wait, where am I supposed to go again to get down? It's not the fucking map.
I do not remember. I forgot as well.
Yeah, no, this was the way.
Just dead on, just forwards.
Yeah, I was going the right way. I just wanted to double check. Okay. Nothing in here. Let's go down. What if we just went... Wait a minute.
Sure.
The hairdryer is an electric item.
Yeah.
The thing is in water.
Well, we tried to use it and it just didn't do it. Like, we did try to use it.
I'm gonna try to use it again.
I mean, sure.
Let me see if there's an outlet in that room, maybe.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Like, it's not exactly a hand grenade, but it'll do. If it works, it works.
Not 100% a hand grenade, but it could work. For something. There's a possibility. A non-zero possibility. So we can figure out what the fuck we're supposed to do with this stupid hairdryer.
I don't know, maybe we have to find a vise to put the hairdryer in.
It's also interesting that enemies just don't respawn literally ever, anywhere.
They don't respawn, but they will, like, spawn
I mean, they
for,
are,
like, scripted reasons.
I mean, it feels like they're generally, like, harder to kill than in the other game. But also, like, they just don't respawn at all. So, I mean, I guess it's the way of balancing.
Again, unless you do a scripted thing and then it'll spawn a couple, but doesn't respawn.
Yeah.
Usually, at least.
It's a little strange.
As far as we know, I don't know. Is what it is. I mean,
It is what it is, indeed.
it does... hasn't bugged me too much, because they were respawning.
I don't know. I've noticed that.
Can you turn off the radio and the light, maybe?
I did that the first.
And the radio?
Ha!
Well, don't you just feel like a kick? It's just a kick in the pants some days. Come by.
At least I actually used my brain to figure this one out.
I mean, we thought about it earlier. So she just did this for no fucking reason, though. In fairness.
Yeah, she kind of just was going out on a limb.
She kind of just assumed, what? Maybe there's an alligator in here. Let me just throw a fucking plugged-in hairdryer.
Oh wait, there was a thing warning about an alligator.
Yes.
And she has seen nothing but monsters up until this point.
But she wasn't going into the... It was an alligator, and she didn't go into the actual, like, water. So I would have assumed I'll be fine. You know?
I'm gonna go back.
You've been to Florida. You've been to Florida.
Shit.
Don't fall in. You've been to Florida. You know they have gators there.
I know. I've seen a gator before.
Yeah.
A gator or two.
Would you throw a hairdryer into a thing if you weren't even gonna go into the water? Would you, if you're just at the park, you're just like, oh, there's a gator in the water. Let me throw a hairdryer in. Not even gonna go into the water itself.
No, I don't think I would do that.
Yeah. So why would you do it here?
I have no fucking clue.
Danger, keep out.
I don't.
Exit, let's go.
Hell
Get us the hell out of here. Alright, well, that took way too long.
Finally.
For it not actually being a puzzle.
It wasn't even a puzzle. It was just, you got this item immediately, now use it.
There really have not been many puzzles.
There have not been puzzles. Just flat out, there have not been puzzles.
Yeah, it's true.
There is a puzzle difficulty at the start of the game that you choose, and there have just not been puzzles.
There have been things that hinted towards a puzzle, but then it wasn't a puzzle. It's just completely unrelated to all the writing and scrawl on the door. All the words and text on there is just flavor and means nothing. You just have to put a walnut in a vice and then you get a jewel. Means nothing for the fact it's like, oh, 300 days of sadness and crying on the other side of this door. Pain begins. It's like, that has nothing to do with a fucking walnut in a vice. There being a jewel. And that the jewel opens a door. Like, there's been no real puzzles. Or anything like
oh, god damn it.
You know what that sound is. You know who it is.
I actually had forgotten what that sound was.
You know who it is.
Oh god.
It's the sword mobiles.
At least they're not, like, the most threatening things in the world. I'm not getting hit by them.
That's true. The way to look at it. Ah, lighting. Thank goodness.
Finally.
They're gonna see there's like 3 or 4 stairs in the hallways that are just like well kept up in this place.
Yeah.
Thank
As well
for
kept
them.
up for a sewer system. But
The lighting works.
yeah, the lighting function.
it's like it's a big plus.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. Ooh, there was a sound.
Yeah.
Maybe someone opening or closing a door in the distance. Wonder what it could mean. Ooh, stuff. Can't get in. There's an iron gate blocking the way.
Good to know.
She makes a fair point there. Makes a good argument. A mean quesadilla. Mm-hmm.
Are we finally getting out of these sewers?
He'd be awful.
Are we finally gonna be free?
I want to be free.
Oh my god, we've only been going 2 hours.
Correct. I mean, we had 15 minutes prior.
Mm-hmm.
In a test stream.
That's true.
Hey, what is? We're here now. What really matters? Look. Grass.
Ah. Wow.
This is nice. This is pleasing. That's the real world.
You know what that reminds me of? I feel like we're coming up on a boss or something, so I'll bring it up later. But that reminds me of something. I don't know why that randomly reminded me of something, but it reminds me of something.
I hope you'll remember.
I hope I'll remember too.
Dog anger.
The
Anger
dog
dog.
is angry.
The dog is mad.
The dog is not, but and
The
hatred.
dog's enraged. This is kind of cool. I like this ambiance so far. You're just like in a place that's clearly there's dirt, there's grass growing, and then there's just like
This is just straight up a new
painter
area.
walls set
already.
up. What'd you say?
Are we just in a new area now?
We're in a new neck of the woods. Yeah.
Not even like a boss. I was expecting
Well,
there
there
to be
wasn't
like
a boss between the train and the sewers.
Yeah, but I feel like the
The
train and the
subway.
sewers were like
They had different maps.
one. I felt like they were all one big thing.
No,
Though.
they had different maps.
Yes.
This place is a different map too.
Yeah.
It's if and when they feel like it, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. There are no rhymes or reasons or anything.
Not always.
That's promising.
It was the chair.
Yeah.
It was broken.
Bro.
Oh, is this an apartment?
Yeah. I can't wait for Pyramid Head to.
We have an apartment key.
Can't wait for Pyramid Head to just
What's
show
our
up.
apartment number, Ivy? Third level ceiling is crumbled for safety's sake. Forbidden is entry. Doors shut tight.
Where is it? Or
Examine. Daisyville
102.
102 is carved into the key. I still love that phrase. It's carved. Again, not like
even
embossed, not like, you know, etched. No, not even etched would still be the same as carved. Like, not like, you know, fashioned or written on the key. It's just like been carved with a
What
knife.
is it? Wait, what? Toolbox. Oh.
What's with all these fucking useless toolboxes?
Tools are nothing but useful. I don't know what you're talking about, lady.
Fourth floor level is crumbled. Doors shut
Crumbled.
tight as hell. What about that box? What about that locker? Okay, never mind. Be that way too. If the previous floor's roofs have crumbled, why is the fifth standing still? Is the fifth holding up?
This.
The window?
What's the thing? No, the thing on the window.
Gotcha. I don't know. Maybe. Christy's off. The elevator won't wake. Alright. Ooh, a nice warmly lit bathroom. Can we save or something?
Nice.
Oh,
No, we just gotta save. So I don't know.
But it's just because of how warm and nice it was lit. I was like, oh.
Sometime having a party downstairs.
I know, they're having a freaking jam down.
And rave.
Beer can.
Beer can.
Bacon.
Beer.
Bacon. Bacon. So, what's next? I like that this area has been quiet so far as well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this area is just like the boss's lair. Kind of reminds me of the area of the final boss of 1, I think.
Something like
It reminds me a bit.
handgun bullet.
Invisible? Interesting.
Health drink.
Health drink indeed. Not going any further?
I'm looking if there's anything else.
Fair enough. Why? Use the boards of wood, please. Little homemade made of squatter living here. Hit it with your fucking sledgehammer. Yeah. No squatters.
I love that it makes the same sound no matter what surface it hits.
Yeah, I know. It's a Toys R Us like fucking.
I don't know about you, but I
Plus
feel like we're supposed to jump down this hole.
Hey.
Or maybe we're supposed to push this mattress?
Oh, filthy would. Oh.
Yeah, then we jump. Okay.
Okay, cool, good.
I
Glad
saw
we didn't just go for it.
Yeah.
Just sort of impaled her side onto the side of the wall floor. Ouch.
Yup.
Alright.
Red light.
Red light.
Roxanne.
Ooh, there's a light bulb on.
Oh.
Electricity, but I thought there was
I
not.
thought there was not. You like
Black.
this fucking music is like
Door's locked is broken.
what? What?
Did you know the floor crumbled? For goodness sake, they've locked it off.
No. Am I supposed to go through here? Ah.
Hey, there we go.
I don't like this anymore. I don't
do
like this
that.
anymore. I don't like this.
I think we should go the other way.
Yeah, you're right. Ouch! Fuck!
She tripped and fell. That's funny.
Fuck!
That's going on World Star. Isn't that what they put on that? It's going on my cringe comp.
Yes,
Ooh.
a window.
Nice. Loading screen, let's go. Oh, this looks comfy. Fuck. This Daisy Street? Thermal carafe? 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 Mannequin catalog? This is
Okay.
the reconception. Tabletop is covered with papers.
Interesting.
Cardboard box filled mannequin catalog.
Okie doke.
Oddly specific. Broke.
This door though.
True. Broke.
Is this the door?
The wall.
No, I think that's
The
fire.
handle.
I think fire. I think yeah, these are fire doors. They open up to make a wall essentially.
The building is sinking. They shut them so that the water can't get to the upper hold.
It's true.
Good point.
Eh.
It's crazy how ships are made of metal, which is heavy.
Yeah, but they're buoyant because they're filled with air.
It's impressive. Cool.
Yeah.
Wait.
Mannequins.
Yep, indeed.
Oh, none of them come alive and grab.
If they do, it'd be the most interesting thing to happen so
The
far.
only mannequin with a head.
Hit it. Bitch.
Yeah, take that, bitch.
And slut. But I don't know. Fucking dumb hoe. Get the item. Get the bullets, Ivy. Alright, now.
What was that?
Probably the mannequin falling over.
Oh.
Yep. I call them. This is blood.
Sure is.
Yeah, I guess you're right. When you put it like that.
But there's a bunch of fucking mannequins here now. No?
Wouldn't it just be hilarious? Also, I love the Coraline doors.
What do you mean? What do you mean the Coraline doors?
Coraline doors.
Oh, the tiny ones.
Just in case you want to go to Coraline World.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a long time since I've seen Coraline. Watch that again sometime soon.
Movie, yeah.
It is a movie.
Doctor's
Okay.
office? It just says name on the door, so I guess maybe we're in a doctor's office now. I'm not really sure where we are.
Ah! What the
Whoa,
fuck?
gotcha.
Come on, dude.
Nice, that was cool. That was good.
Fuck.
They got us with just a regular enemy.
That's so obnoxious.
What? It's just an enemy.
I'm just like,
What?
I don't know why I'm so like annoyed with all the jump scares in this game. I don't know what. Like,
Jump scare, just a regular enemy.
oh, this.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's like just something that I'm just like not enjoying about the game. It was like,
I wonder how this game fares with like fans and whatnot.
I am curious.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not like this is the best, this is the cream of the cream, this is the best Silent Hill.
I'm pretty sure that's Silent Hill 2 that most people agree is the best one.
I think that's probably the case. But yeah, I don't know. Watch broken.
Okay. Ow, 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 ow.
Monica's dance studio.
Oh,
We're dancing at.
still don't. Those are bad.
It's alright. Just
It's usable.
Ooh, Monica's dance studio. Here it is.
Ah, alright. Oh,
As seen in the ad.
A fucking Grimbley group on the floor. Fuck you.
He's eating. Yum, 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 yum. Delicious.
Look at that.
Nutritious. I'd say maybe check out the... What do you...
Save point. There we go. And a map.
There, it's
Wow.
nice. That's what we're talking about.
Hilltop Center.
An office building.
Okay.
Well, not on Daisy Street, then. What are you gonna do? Last Drop Cafe.
Circle. I guess that's for the elevator. I didn't check the other one though.
I guess, maybe.
Hello, friends.
Ooh, Spain.
Thank you for the Spain hugs.
Thank you for your Spanish hugs. Oh, we got Portugal, now we got Spain. It's cool. How you doing? How's it over? How's it doing over in Spain?
Here.
How's the weather? The most boring conversation topic possible.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
The rope.
Ooh, the drawer's just open just a smidge. Must be rusted.
What if you used your
Elbow grease and just opened it?
You gotta find like a lever somewhere.
That or
something to use, or like a crowbar.
Yeah, WD-40.
Something.
Some oil. Some papers.
A stave also.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's usually
It's a fantastic suggestion.
A good thing to do.
Best I've heard all day.
Mm-hmm.
So, and all we got was the map. That's right. All right, it's still welcome addition. Look at the map for a second. Where do we think we're gonna find something to open? Nonsense.
Drawer.
Not in a dance studio, probably.
Yeah, the dance studio was pretty empty.
Store for bought pebbles. Penn Cables, Trimble and Law's law firm, Octopus Imports. Yeah, I don't know what this place is, I'll be honest.
It's an office building.
I cannot read any of those. I cannot
store.
read anything on those maps.
What's here at? Fire extinguisher and a trash can. Okay.
Yeah, I cannot read any of the maps really too well, so I was like, maybe they'll be like, oh, the Tool Emporium.
Nothing interesting in the locker. Oh, well, interesting in this.
There's some
Wait,
stuff
what's
going
on
on.
top? Ampoule?
Ampoule.
Wow.
What the heck are the hanging
I
things?
don't know why they're doing a Sony Ampoule.
Probably because they just expect, I don't know if they're building us up.
I guess they expect better or worse at the game.
That or they're building us up.
Use it.
They're giving them to us now to make us just waste them. But if we're smart and hang on to them, maybe we'll benefit. I don't know. Take damage, nevertheless. Doesn't really matter. Looking at funny mags.
Funny mag.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Is that all?
I don't know, maybe. Was there nothing else in that locker? Like the little hangy things? Those nothing?
No.
Nothing interesting, I guess not. I don't know. What is a Karen or Karens? Is she a crazy woman who loves cats? Or is it a derogatory way to offend? Excuse my ignorance. My English is bad. I understand a little basic words. So, a Karen?
A Karen? Oh. Yeah. Basically, it's like used to describe like a very entitled.
Yeah. Someone who is
like
thinks of themselves as self-important.
Yeah.
Like they think of themselves as, again, just important and sort of better than people, and are kind of just jerks, and kind of rude. It is sort of derogatory, in the way it's used. It's not a nice word. It's the kind of person who, if you go to a restaurant, if anything is an issue, even the slightest issue, they'll be like, "Get me the manager."
Mm-hmm.
You know, they won't deal with like even the slightest inconvenience, and they will get like in your face and angry at like the drop of a hat. You know, they will just be very aggressive and very just like.
And they're very, very quick to like escalate a situation, yes, as opposed to someone that's more also like, reasonable.
They tend to throw tantrums.
Yeah.
You know,
and make a scene.
Yes. That is the gist of Karens. They're a fun internet phenomena. To just go down, just watching videos of them. But yeah, they're people in real life too. And you wonder to a degree how people end up like getting through life and being that way.
Yeah, you really wonder how they actually like got to the place they are in life.
How have they gotten this far and don't understand social concepts and how to interact with other human beings? Like, how do you get this far and not understand that? You know, and just have no like grasp for other people and how they feel in a situation. I don't know. It's annoying. I'm gonna open the window just a smidge. I'll be right back.
Sure thing. Roll. Floor 4 ain't a thing. And haven't gone to floor 1 yet. Or floor 2.
It's true.
Also, there's elevators, so maybe there is a way to get to floor 4, possibly.
I will say, actually, just sort of in general, people who are jerks and assholes, you know, who are just rude and, again, self-important, self-righteous and whatnot, I don't understand a lot of them.
Oh, okay, it's one of the googlies.
Like, there's so often that someone will, like, be inconvenienced, and it's just like, they're the people who are like, I just want to get this sorted out and whatnot, but then they're the people who are like, I'm going to start a scene, I'm going to, like, point at you like you are, you know, like, I've been inconvenienced, so I'm going to, like, put wrong on you, you know? We're just like, I work the front desk of a medical center. If you start coming at me and accusing me, like, why won't you guys send over my prescriptions, huh? You know, what's your problem? You know, why won't you just do the pharmacy asked? It's like, we haven't heard anything back from the pharmacy. Like, listen, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. And because you're being an ass to me, I don't want to help you as much as someone who's, like, nice and kind and someone who is understanding. Who's like, I understand, you know, things happen. Can you send over again? It's like, I will make sure this happens. With you, I'm like, I kind of hope you just get, like, stung in the ass. You know? We're just like...
Yeah, you kind of hope that they aren't.
You're asking me to do something
'cause...
for you. And I'll do it because it's my job. But, like, there's no other reason for me to do that for you. Like, there's a mutual respect all people should have for each other. But you've just broken it and just, like... might have to... Okay, you didn't have to guide him away. Good. Hopefully, I wonder if there's anything in that room now. But,
that's a lot of damage.
Is it? You always say that. Don't do that. That's way too early. Why did you do that?
What
You should do that when you're on, like, red.
It doesn't heal you to full, though.
We've never used it, so we don't know.
I have used it. What do you mean? I've used one
From
already.
red? From, like, to see how much it actually heals? Nevertheless. But people who are just jerks were just like, you're going to, like, I don't know. You're going to, like, accuse me and be rude to me. I understand, like, you have been inconvenienced. Since I work at the front desk, I often see people at their lowest. Since I work at the front desk of a medical, I often see people at their lowest. And so they're, irritable, they're easy to jump to, like, being a sore sport. But they're the people who are nice and keep themselves together and just understand. Like, I've never done anything like that, like, even when I've been inconvenienced, I have troubles getting my prescriptions. No, don't worry. No offense has been taken.
Thank you so much for the follow.
No offenses for the taken. Honestly, it's fun to talk about. But, like, Karens are some I've seen in videos as well. So, like, I get where you're coming from. It's they're an interesting concept.
Yeah, it's definitely like, if you've like met someone like that, it's definitely easy to understand. But like, not someone a jack. Use that opens on drawer.
Or we can play cards.
Cards, right?
Yeah. But working front desk of a medical, like, if you just work like a public job, you'll see those kinds of people from time to time. Yeah. You're just like, how have you gone this far?
I mean, like, especially if you work like a front desk job, like I think like the pandemic definitely highlighted that because a lot more people were working like front desk jobs because that was the only kind of job you could get.
Yeah. Get that out of here.
Get that out of here.
Well, yeah, and then also, like, the only people bold enough to leave
yeah, Pickles, you work a front desk job, and you have to deal with that shit all the time.
I can only imagine. Yeah. No, I still get it where, like, a mother will come in with their kid, it's like, we're not in urgent care, and she's just like, oh, like, she's offended that we're not in urgent care. It's just like, what do you want? We're a primary doctor's office. We're just primary care physicians. Like, why are you acting, like, disgusted and offended? That, like, we're not something. I don't understand those kinds of reactions. We're just like, well, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Like, but I have to be, I have to be professional.
You had someone yell at you when you were off the clock? Was it, like, with a friend? What? Wait, what the fuck? She didn't want to wait in line for self-checkout, so she's yelling at you, someone who's not currently, like, on...
Well, then go to one of the registers. It's as simple as that. You don't want to wait for the self-checkout line? Go to the registers.
I don't know.
Maybe it was before the registers were going. I don't know, like, how it went over there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, people are crazy.
Yeah, people are not... People are not all there all the time.
She interrupted you mid-conversation to shout? Like... Again, that's like the thing, like that lack of like social awareness and like understanding and like why do you do I don't understand people who do that. Like, I don't know, like, that's just like crazy to me. Like, that's so far out of my like wheelhouse. But at the same time, I remember like I had a thing where there's a while ago, my neighbor has dogs, I have dogs, and there's a fence between our houses, but
flame purifies all?
It also burns.
Sounds like we need to burn something at some point, I guess.
Is there anything we have to particularly purify? Maybe we could purify that desk?
Maybe we could purify this pot?
Hit it. Bash it in.
You're right. There could be rupees inside.
Can we make it? It was worth it was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot.
It was a great idea. But like,
you're fighting Kraid. Let's go.
I remember my neighbor, our dogs, we both let them out generally at the same time, so their dogs, there's like a fenced area in their yard, besides the fence between our yards. Their dogs were like caught our dogs
this
before that, so they ran up to the fence instead of going to the other area. And so they're at the fence barking at, jumping and barking at each other. But there's still the fence between them, is like chain linky, but
I'm gonna head back.
like I grabbed my dogs and brought them, and they're like the one neighbor, she was kind of understanding, but her son was just like, your dogs are like the terrors of the neighborhood, that they keep people up in the morning, they're just with all that barking, and I'm just like, sorry. And I think because I said sorry, he took that as his, like, I'm the one at fault now, because it's just like, well, there was like an incident. Like, I'm not just going to accuse you for no reason. Like, it's not like it was your fault. Dogs are they're dogs. They bark. That's just the thing that happens.
Dogs bark.
Dogs bark.
Get over it.
I said sorry just as a courtesy, just because that's the kind of person I am. I think that he took that as his moment. That's sort of when he was like, your dogs are this and that. I'm like, what a fucking asshole. Like, to myself, like, once I got inside, I was like, what a fucking asshole. Like, his mother was more understanding. It was just like, he's not a dog person. And I'm like, thank goodness for her, because, like, I kind of wanted to kick him. Kick him in the ass, because just like, son of a bitch.
What do you
mean? For
mean?
one thing, their dog has actually gone after me 3 times and tried to bite me. It must be stated.
It's a Jack. There's a drawer that I can't open.
Their dogs are also the terrors of the neighborhood. The Jack will lift up a car, not open it.
I guess. I guess I remember the drawer having. I don't know. Maybe I was jumping to conclusions here. I don't know. I was like, Jack. I'm thinking, okay, it's a drawer that I can't open. I need something to pry it open. A jack is a thing that's going to like push 2 things apart. So
we wouldn't have enough space to get the jack in.
But there's no space to put the jack in, and I thought that somehow didn't go through my fucking brain.
No, it's still worth a try, but I'll still just call you a fool for getting it wrong.
Yeah, I am a fool, you're right.
Correct. But no, yeah. It's just like, people like that were just like, I say sorry, and instead of you, like, all saying, yeah, sorry, this is just a thing that happened, no one's really at fault, you take this as a moment to yell down. And my throat, of course, that the neighbor's kid, he was a theatrics person, he's a theater kid, and he has now lost a lot of weight and is in college, so I assume he's probably, like, maybe a little emotional, besides being an overly theatric of a person. But, like, I'm just like, I don't understand that. To, like, not try and make up a situation, be like, hey, yes, sorry that, this happened, even though nothing really happened, Just, like, it's such a foreign concept. I'm just like, that's so strange.
Very.
I don't know. I just don't
none of
understand
these are places.
Not particularly, no.
It looks like we can't get to any of the lower floors until we get the elevator.
What a shame, indeed.
Still have not checked the topmost floors. Do that.
It's worth a shot. Worth a shot, indeed. But it's just those kinds of people in those scenarios. I'm just like, God. There's no wrath like that of, like, a mother with her 2 children. 2 young children. There's a strong entitlement and a fiery upset. That is the most Karens I've seen, is that descriptor. At least in my line of work.
Okay, so we have access to 2 floors now. Doors cannot come. Those ones over there.
Pop it a second again? The elevator on the 4th floor works, maybe.
Work?
Well, I mean, you can see the elevator on the 4th floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe it might not work, but like it's like
I think there were dogs over there. That's why I didn't like.
But nothing else was lit, though. Nothing else was red.
I could check it. But I did see another. Or wait, it was
I'm wondering if that elevator works with another floor's elevator. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. It's possible.
Oh, that's not the elevator. Oh, that's just a random room. Wait, why the fuck do we know about a random room on the 4th floor, but nothing else? How do we know that? It wasn't even the elevator. I'm confused.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
There's just one random red door we cannot go in on floor 4, and nothing else written.
Oh, that's the door to the stairs.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay, that explains it.
Yeah, I checked all the doors to the stairs to see which
that makes sense.
Ones we had access.
Ooh, camera.
That's another fire door. It's the door.
Ooh. Paint, or at least canvases.
Aha! Finally.
This, yeah, sure. This is a logical conclusion.
Yes.
She's not going to take the sheath with her, just the katana.
About fucking
This
time.
is a short katana about 2 feet long, pretty powerful, and 3 other words I couldn't read. I didn't see this coming particularly, but alright, we have a katana now.
Well, that's neat.
Like, let's go.
She gets a lot of weapons.
I need a crowbar to open this.
Yeah, I need a crowbar. Wait, what? Is that what she said?
Maybe, I don't know. You try reading it again. Yeah, I'll need a crowbar. I'll just forget about this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll just forget about it. But she said she needs a crowbar to open it. Oh, it's broken. I can't open the door.
That's not a door? Okay, that's good stuff. Alright, let's see. One door over here. Screwdriver. Yo, and this is the door.
It looks promising.
Not a door.
Alright. At least we're thorough. At least we know.
At least we know what isn't the door.
It's true. Knowing's half the battle. So, where's the rest of the battle? Where's the... Do we screwdriver open the drawer?
I kind of want
to... wait. We could probably use the screwdriver as the crank for the jack. Maybe that's a thing.
Maybe something like that.
I don't know. Throw the shot.
Position.
Good time.
I was about to check.
Look at the description for the jack.
I know what I was going to get. I wanted to check our ammo for the gun. Okay. I think the dog's on the third floor. I'm just going to shoot them because they're like right in the middle of the hallway that we are going to be accessing a lot. I'm going to deal with them.
Alright, I won't stop you. Do as you will. The screwdriver was in a corner of the hallway, totally ordinary. When you change a tire or something, gotcha. Right,
okay,
cool.
Thanks for the info.
Alright, so yeah, I guess you do need a thing to be able to, like, turn the jack and whatnot. So, I know this because I had to do maintenance on my car because I popped the tire one time when coming over here.
This is the door? Yeah.
When I say maintenance, I mean I had to lift my car up with the jack. Roadside assistance scum.
Just something over here?
Yes, registration book. You can ignore it for now.
Oh, okay. Just a red thing. But was that just like a pen? I guess.
I have no idea, but maybe it is. It could be the case.
Let's see. Oh.
Is there an auto parts shop on the 5th floor of it?
Okay, there is still that room over there. Down there, like the single small room with the big dude in it.
There is. It's true.
And there is still the big room that we haven't really... I mean, we went into the dance studio.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really go into that corner off the side there, but again, I'm like not sure if there's going to be anything in there.
There's a lot of throwaway, just like nothing rooms. There's just a room.
It feels like there's just like a lot of throwaway nothing rooms in this game in general.
Like there's just a corner room that is large and has some enemies and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And they do that. They've done that a few times. There's one the sewers with like the little split off areas and like the water meter and the spinny guys. You know, the spinny guy and a couple like protozoas. I don't freaking know. Freaking like tadpole men. Like, oh, usually I feel like, I don't know. I feel like
it felt like in the other games, that every room had a purpose.
Yeah.
Like it was like a fucking puzzle. If it was it was either there was like a piano, or a fucking like weird puzzle with having to do with like the horoscopes and shit. It's like there's a lot of weird, interesting stuff in each room, usually. Or like a key to progress. Oh, I see why it's circled.
Oh, use the jack.
You're right.
Or not.
Kill the dogs. And then also try and use the screwdriver to get that. Wait, where the fuck are the dogs?
Somewhere. I don't know. Go look for them.
Did they just stop existing?
Or are they just somewhere else entirely? Maybe they're just like in a different spot.
Room with the drawers over here. Wait, where did we start? Where did we start out? Maybe.
I don't even remember at this point how we got here.
Yeah,
It's through a
we got in
window.
through a window over here,
Right.
and then we came this way. This was where the dogs attacked us. That's
I don't
why I'm
know.
like, where the fuck did they go?
The dog's go on forever. I don't know.
Oh well, we'll find out eventually.
Yeah, too lame. Too bad. As soon as you lose, no
Okay.
more dogs.
Let's try the screwdriver.
Go.
Yeah.
Let's screw drive it up. Woohoo! She's done it.
A rope.
We have a rope. Oh, we're gonna climb down the frickin' elevator shaft.
Right.
Alright, cool. So dogs are probably gonna spawn in the area anyways. So,
You know, let's save.
Right.
Been a while.
that's an idea. It's a thought. Let's get some save going.
Righty.
Safety, safety.
Safety, indeed.
Go.
Hell yeah.
Progress.
There just aren't dogs. They just don't exist anymore. It's so weird.
I guess not. What a shame.
Or, yeah.
Go for the elevator.
Elevators. Here. Thing? Yes, there it is.
Well, hey.
Way, hey, indeed.
Nice.
Nice.
But how are you gonna jack the jack? You don't have a thing to do that with.
She'll just do it off screen with her hand.
It's not how you can't. It's really not that easy. I promise you and guarantee.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about with a rope?
Rope. You know, how old is she? Because I feel like I don't trust her to tie a good rope.
I don't know. I don't know if we've had this explained.
I used the rope.
We could have learned about her birth, but have so far have not, because she's avoided it at every turn.
You're right. You're right. You're
Every time we've
right.
had a chance to learn, she's just been like, nah. Get away from me, creepy dude. Alright.
Other dogs?
Radio's not going.
Ah.
Radio's being calm, so probably not. Oh, hey.
I mean, we just saved.
Well, hey, yeah, I guess so.
Real point in doing it.
Guess not.
Wait, is this still not a door? Still not a door.
No. Some things never change.
Should I keep the pistol equipped? You think?
I mean, you do as you will.
I want to get opinion.
I wouldn't, but you can do if you want to. If it makes you feel like better, makes you feel less stressed, you can. If you want.
I feel like I've stopped. I feel like I've gotten more back into the flow of things with these games. Now we're getting back into the headspace that I need to be in.
Talk about like an hour ago that you were like.
I know.
Stressed.
I don't know why this building has been
Just
like
an hour ago.
better.
All right, fair enough.
This building feels a lot more like one of the more manageable areas, I guess. I don't know.
Fair enough. Echo.
I don't know what changed.
Wait, Ivy. Do me a favor. Echo.
Echo.
I want you to look from left to right at all the echoes, and then I'd say echo whenever I saw an echo, and it would be funny. No, it's too late. The joke is already it's already lost.
Okay.
It's there's only one more echo left, anyways, so it's not like we missed out on much. This is the reception area. It's the catalog are scattered.
Let me watch right now.
The James Bond, you pull up the gun. Ooh,
Beef
jerky. Delicious. Wish I found beef jerky just around when I was walking and pulled through people's houses. That'd be nice. The sofa has been beaten up. Sofa has been really beaten up.
Wait, but this is a couch though.
Sofa, so what? All right, calm down.
This is a couch. Or wait, no, this is a sofa. The other one's a couch.
Let's make up our minds.
Pretty
I
sure.
don't care.
Pretty sure
Also.
that one. Pretty sure.
You know how many people care?
Me?
Wrong.
At least one.
Not even true.
Okay.
Pull off the fucking wall lasers, laser cannons bound on the wall, please. Let's just tell it. Holders off.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, is there a fucking skateboard right there?
I'm like, are those like hand laser cannons like Metroid? And is that like a lightsaber on the wall? What's going on here? The cracked flower vase. Cracked also. Door handles. Towel bars. Ooh.
Bath.
The bathroom emporium.
I mean, she probably smells pretty bad after going through the sewers and shit. Should probably take a bath at this point.
That's true.
Just for display. Fun. What are we? Okay, there's only one more. Way.
Couldn't tell you. Ooh, wait, bathtub.
I'm pretty sure it's not hooked up to anything.
Yeah. Doesn't look much like it. Hey, this is cool.
Were there other things we could have done before doing this?
Well, I doubt they would have mattered too much. Let's go. I wonder what the symbolism is. I wonder what the meaning is. It's being invaded by a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life.
You going to sleep? Alrighty. Good night. Thank you very much for being here.
Well, no problem. Godspeed, young prince.
We'll be streaming again next Sunday, and hopefully I should be streaming during the week.
Ooh. You should really put up the schedule thing that we stream on Sundays.
There is a schedule thing on the channel.
What do you think? She put the did she put this bathtub here and fill it with blood? It's a bathtub in a random house, like in a bathtub emporium. What would this have to do with Delilah or whatever her name was? I still cannot remember. It's been a year since we saw her.
Oh.
Aha!
Oh.
James.
Well.
I'm still parsing what's happening. Is it like the scarabs and like fucking mummy going through his body or something?
I don't know. It's like pulsating or something like.
It's like there's like he has like scars, but the scars are moving, pulsing and moving.
There's also like a scissor thing in front of him.
Where?
It's kind of hard to see.
It is, because I haven't seen it. Well, cool.
It's like around here, like two circles.
Oh, now I see it. That is really hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Oh, this is
teeth. Oh, it's a dentist office, because teeth.
Ah.
Makes sense. Oh, there. Handgun bullets. Nothing else to see here. Hang in there, kitten. There's an inspirational poster waiting to be made. I'd love to have that inspirational poster hanging on my wall. Just look at that again for a second. Hang in there, kitten. Try not to body block it. I want to get a good shot of it. Shift over just a little bit to the left. Hang in there, kitten. I love it.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep it moving. It's got to be more.
You better post that edit later on. I'm looking forward to it. Ah!
I have to remember.
The fuck is that thing?
Step on him, step on him, step on him, step on him. Oh, it's Twitchies.
Ow, what the fuck?
He is buff. He's angry because you fucking shot him and then stepped on him a little. Keep stepping, keep stepping.
No, what the fuck? He won't let me step on him.
It's kind of got like a donkey's head, maybe? I mean, it's got like a head, but with a donkey thing put onto the front of it.
Fuck you.
Like
oh
a
my
horse.
god.
But it's got the twitchiness of the Silent Hill 2 guys. This is what I'm talking. This is interesting. Finally.
Yeah. Now we're finally getting into the good stuff.
It's been a real slow burn up to this point. Now I'm interested. And it's right as soon as the episode's close to ending. Fuck you.
Yeah, what the fuck?
God damn it, again. We're still here though. Let's soak it in whilst we can. Enjoy what we get. Take it all in.
Safe point.
Safe point.
Wow.
Ooh, someone's business card.
Only I can get to it.
Oh, there's something here.
Find the Holy One.
Kill her? Holy moly!
I think we might have to awaken our persona.
What are you doing, Ivy?
Maybe. I think that's our.
You're doing
You're
doing like a rap album from 2008 with your hat.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Just saying.
Fuck. I completely missed everything. Oh yeah.
There you go. All right.
Um.
This next album's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, fire burns away purity or whatnot.
Guys, I'm a fake gamer. Oh,
I'm sorry.
You keep dying to Kraid.
Keep dying to Kraid. Oh wow, that's it. Wait a minute.
Where's the dude?
Oh! It's Captain Guy. Hello. This is trespassing. You've broken and entered my property. Heather.
That's what you're called now, isn't it?
And who are you?
The name's Vincent. Don't forget it, okay? I'm on your side.
So you say. But how do I know you're not with her?
Her?
Hillary Clinton.
Claudia? Please don't lump me together with her. She was totally brainwashed by that crazy old hag. Well, I guess crazy old hag is a bit harsh. She is your mother, after all.
This is a voice actor.
What do you mean?
Like Metal Gear or something?
You don't remember?
He kind of.
Is he like...
He kind of looks like Otacon.
That's what I was trying to say. I was thinking it might be Otacon. I couldn't remember his name.
I guess he hid the truth to keep you on his side. Eh? That figures. He's a pretty sneaky guy.
Why are we talking about he's now?
Don't talk about my dad like that!
Sorry. I apologize. Please, calm down.
How do you
Please,
know
I
I'm
worship
not
you,
with
Holy One.
I know.
I mean, not in a creepy way or anything.
I mean, I want to kill you, but because you're the Holy One. But
Listen, there was a question mark, alright? I was just like... It was just a thought experiment, alright? Like...
That's why I'm asking. If you know everything, then tell me how I can put an end to this.
Not yet.
What's written on his wall?
Why not enjoy yourself a bit longer?
What's that mean?
Enjoy?
Friend. Friend. It probably says friend. F-R-I-E.
Does this place get to you at all?
Oh, it gets to me all right. I find it most fascinating.
Shoot him.
Wait! I'm not finished talking.
I knew you were on her side.
What is your problem? Listen to him!
There's something wrong with you too.
Please don't lump me in with her. She was treated by a crazy old hag. I mean, shouldn't call her that. She was your mother. Go back in there, fucking, for God's sake. Are you really? Are you kidding? Ooh, Oxydol. Guess we have oxycodone now. You're just gonna walk away from that? Are you kidding? Junior high school chemistry book. They poured diluted hydrogen peroxide into manganese dioxide. Oxygen is produced. Although oxygen will not burn on its own, it will help other things to burn.
cool.
I'm too far out of chemistry to remember if that makes sense. That weird guy's in there.
I guess he is. Yeah. Was that all? Okay, that was all linear.
Fucking Shotokan Otacon in there is dangerous.
No, that wasn't linear. There was another way we could have gone, right? That was just the first story we went. Now we can't go back.
I'm just gonna say he's probably a pedophile. That's what I'm just trying to say, alright?
Oh, yeah,
He had
probably.
pictures and said he worships us. It's kind of weird.
Oh, this is a locked door. Okay.
Kind of not cool. Well, it's not anymore. It was prior.
Yeah, there we go. Did we save from here? Or?
Yeah, I imagine. But I don't remember.
I don't remember, so I'm just gonna save again. Why not?
Like the first person we see in the longest time, and again, she just walks away from like, hey lady, let me tell you about your birth. No, creep. Walks away, we see Claudia. Claudia, we pass out at least. There's a reason. This time she just was like, hey, I'm Vincent, I can help you. She's like, you're crazy. Bye. It's just like, he had more to say. You could have asked him questions. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, you were just like, what do you, doesn't it bother you? Why are you here? How do I get out? Doesn't it bother you? He answers the question, does it bother you? But didn't get to any of the other answers, and you just walk out. Without learning, maybe he knew how to get out of here.
Okay, that's where the...
Fucking goddamn. Just left Vincent, and then she also left that.
Ah,
guy
you
behind.
fucking asshole!
That dog looks like a mummy.
They've all looked like monsters.
Gotcha, cool. I thought it was armored for a second.
Yeah, no, they all look like that. They're
Like,
just
I
like
thought it had-
mummified. They're like semi-mummified
thought it
dogs
had-
with like split open heads.
Thought it had armor plates on it, and then I realized it didn't. So I was in the middle of speaking, and that's why I continued on with it. But I thought he had like armor plates. I thought he was wearing like Kevlar or something like that for a second, but he was not. But yeah,
I like having a reload button. It's very nice.
that was nice. I think it's probably just because we have the ammo equipped that we have a reload button. I'll be
I know,
honest.
it's just because it's equipped.
Probably otherwise we would not.
Yeah.
But also, just gotta say, like I think we just left that other asshole to die in the fucking like the mall. Like we just left him to go figure himself out. We're just like, don't follow us into the train station, please. It's like, stay here and fucking rot. Like, I don't know. At least Harry and whatnot was inquisitive. And, like, asked questions and, like, followed up and didn't just, like, walk away from possible solutions. He didn't just walk away from what could be, like, answers to his deepest problems and curiosities of what the fuck is going on.
No, why'd you get inside the elevator?
I guess you told her two problems is one of the reasons.
I wanted to check that one last room.
Why'd you go in the elevator?
Get me out.
How do you plan on doing that?
What floor was I on?
Check the map. 2.
2.
Floor 2.
Floor 2. Or wait. Here we go. I
Open
am free.
sesame. Alright, cool. I thought because the cage came down, I thought you were trapped, I'll be honest. I thought you had already made your bed. That it wasn't, like, an elevator you could control, so fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about too.
I'll be honest, yeah. No, I'm glad, I like this a lot better now that we're in Scary Town.
Yeah,
and then we
this-
have, like, a character.
I mean,
just,
there's like a character, there's like a map.
I'm just
We're
pissed
going
off
places.
by the interaction now. Like, I'm not trying to find reason to hate on the game, but I just keep doing it, I feel a little bad about it. I'm just like, that interaction pissed me off. Like, there was so much more I wanted to know. And she just chose not to.
Oh,
Leave it be. You know, if they're not hurting you, they're not hurting, you know, not hurting them.
yeah. I'd say so.
Leave them to their own devices, and if
I
as long
think
as they're leaving
so.
us to our devices. Or just avoid the floor entirely. Just do that too, I guess it worked. Worked. The only puzzle I think we've actually got in this game was the Shakespeare books, but another thing about it, the Shakespeare books, like that was a puzzle, but it was in order.
Yeah,
Like,
like it was already in order. That wasn't really a puzzle. It kind
that's
of
the only
solved itself.
really, like what other puzzles have there been, really?
I don't know.
Like an actual puzzle. Not just use item here. But actually, like, having to solve and, you know, put stuff together. I don't know. Not been much of that. why'd this have to come now? When we had like 15 minutes left. Locked.
We'll probably that
It's
later.
not broken,
Or find
just
the
locked.
key or something.
Cool. Like. Locked.
Yeah, I think really just the problem was like the first area was all that interesting because it just felt like so near. I don't know.
Yes, the first couple areas though, kind of like.
Yeah, like like it's been a while until we got
Yeah.
like an area. Feels like it needs to be explored.
I feel like even when it went like Creepy Town in the first area, like it wasn't even that like.
It didn't even feel that like
Yeah.
scary compared to
Like,
like what it already
It
was.
was not that different from how it already was. Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of looked like, oh, it's a mall. Now it's the kind of semi-abandoned mall.
Immediately in this.
It's not
one,
like, oh, the entire world looks
Yeah.
completely different
It's
now.
it's a slightly scarier mall, a bit dingier, but with the same enemies.
Mhm.
Have fun. Now, like this area, at least the first thing we see is a new enemy in this hellhole.
Yeah.
Like that's cool. Like yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Your hands in the hay. I don't know.
Ah. Where is he? There he is.
There's Spooky Gold. Careful, he's gonna nibble your heels like you're like freaking your dog. Like an ankle biter.
Oh,
Another.
there's another one. I need to reload.
Good job. I think we saved our bullet.
Yeah. Because now we kind of need them.
Yeah. Agreed.
What is this music?
What was you say? We have music.
Oh, God.
Let's go. Ambiance.
Hell yeah. Now this is Silent Hill. Finally.
Yeah.
It took so long. We're finally playing Silent Hill.
Yeah. Look at that, just hearing noises. Great.
I like on the spot. I don't think I can get
No, I think you can maybe look. There's a slot that you could probably drop something to him. That middle one is no, that's not open. Never mind. It looked open to me.
anything.
The top middle one looked open, but was not. There's vents above it. I could tell.
Yeah, there's no way to get on. Through here.
Yeah, not really. A shame, isn't it?
The door?
Indeed, it is. Might happen. It is. Ooh, conference room. I bet they have meetings here.
I
Discuss
bet so.
stuff.
Matchbook. We can burn the thing. Cleanse it.
Matchbox.
And cleanse burn.
The competitor to Hot Wheels.
This tape recorder or something?
A PDA maybe? Like secretary? Cigarettes are no good for me.
Oh, it's a cigarette box.
This is a huge one.
Very big cigarette pack, yeah.
Fucking massive. Good bang for your buck, I guess. I don't know, expensive.
This rest of this hallway is more.
Mm-hmm. And
like a window.
yeah.
Big sheet of glass, and then like on the other side, this. Oh my god. Oh yeah.
That's cool.
This
Grab
is so
weapon.
much. So
Just do me a favor, grab weapon, smash.
Weapons, eh?
Just curious.
Weapons.
It's never been a feature, but I want it to.
But one day. We'll
In one of the games.
Hiya.
The four?
Hiya.
Yes. So, I don't think we have any smashing weapons, the smashing items in our repertoire.
Actually, what items do we even have right now? I don't think we have any. Oh wait, we
We
have
have
the
Oxidol,
Oxidol and
Matchbook.
Matchbook. Got it.
Disinfectant. Wait a minute.
With the Oxidol, we
So-
could probably use
oh,
that to burn something.
We need
Like, if we combine it
Oxidol,
with
but we
something.
also need the diluted hydrogen. It's actually, wait, was that what the Oxidol? We need manganese dioxide and diluted hydrogen. Put those together. I don't know which one Oxidol is, I'll be honest with you. But you use that,
Oh.
and then you combine it with a fire source and make a strong fire.
Yeah. This is probably burn.
Mama. Ooh. Flame purifies all. That's right.
The remains, but these remains may first find the road.
Seen this picture before. Oh wait, I've never seen it, but I do know it somehow. Wait a minute.
Well, yeah,
No, I haven't.
it was blank on the other
I've
side.
seen this picture before. Wait a minute, no, I haven't.
No pictures.
Vase is shattered. The cracked vase is shattered.
Matter.
Yes, it was only a matter of time. Or what happened? The gallery. All right, we're at 3 hours.
All right, 3 hours. We did just find a save point.
Yeah. Want to switch it over to the clock tower? Clock tower.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, but this is
This
now
is a good
was
place
something to look forward to
Yeah,
next
we've
time. Finally.
this is a good place to pop back into. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
It took long enough for this game to catch back up. Hopefully now I can stop my bitching and moaning.
Hopefully now we can finally get more into it.
So we're gonna play some music and then we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna fresh ourselves up. Don't go. Don't be away for too long because we won't either. We'll be coming back with Clock Tower. We're doing the alt ending with Emma. You're not gonna want to miss it.
Emma.
Emma?
I don't even know of her name, but she has a name. I'm pretty sure.
Helen?
Helen?
Jennifer was the other character. Madam Helena Blavatsky. Let's go.
We'll find out. We'll be right back.